for a recap of all games, including
Good evening. Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports presents the 2001 Hawaii High School Athletic Association State Football Tournament. Tonight's championship game features the St. Louis Crusaders versus the defending state champion Kahuku Red Raiders. Good evening and welcome everybody. There's a look at head coach Cal Lee, St. Louis's head coach for now 21 seasons. His last game tonight. That's who we open up with our opening picture. Hello and welcome. I'm Brandon Foth along with Donald Boleno. And Donald, St. Louis is going to try to get into the way of Kahuku repeating as state champions tonight.
Well, it's almost like Groundhog Day, and we're going to take a look at one of the big heavy hitters for tonight where we're going to be watching real closely. Bobby George, the quarterback for St. Louis. He can do it all. He has real good vision. Believe it or not, he's only a junior, so he's got one more year coming back. Got the 1 year under his belt as a sophomore starter. Going with Kalika Higa last year, and all that game experience should help him out in tonight's game.
And Donald, George hasn't been relied on to do it all at the quarterback position. He's got three running backs that line up behind him. They rotate him in. They keep the fresh legs. Justin Kabansug, Prince Brown, and B.J. Batts. So he hasn't had to carry the full load this season.
Brandon, you hit it on the head, because the thing about it is I believe that part of the struggles of St. Louis early in the season was that because of that 1 year of experience, they may have relied a little bit too heavily on Bobby George, but they sure showed that they got a lot of weapons in Ross Dickerson, Jason Rivers, and also the three running backs that you just mentioned.
And recently, he showed a lot better timing with his receivers. Before, the deep pass to Jason Rivers might have been underthrown. In recent weeks, it's been right on the money, that deep pass down the left sideline.
Well, one of the contentions that you could make was that because of that schedule change that the ILH made this year, they reformatted their league. And the thing about it is, instead of having their scheduled 10 games that they've been used to, they were cut down to just 7 games. And probably the game experience and the game time was one of the things that they attributed to maybe some of the timing problems.
And there's a look at the Kahuku Red Raiders, led by head coach Siwaki Levi. And there's the slot back. He'll play quarterback at times, and he'll run the ball. Ferron Fonoimoana.
This is Kahuku's Mr. Excitement. He does it all for the Kahuku Red Raiders. He may not catch as many passes as Premerer does. He's going to be their primary receiver. But Fonoimoana does it in so many ways. You can see that he throws the ball. And over here, he's going to be their demon on special teams. And, of course, when he is on the receiving end, he shows a lot of speed and a lot of burst to the end zone.
And one thing I've noticed about Fanoi Moana is they'll line him up in the slot. And a lot of times he can take advantage of mismatches on linebackers or safeties. And he's that third wide receiver that can get open, even find the soft spots in the zone.
And depending on how they use him in the slot, he could always fade on back, and they can utilize him as also a passer, as we saw in some of the clips that we just saw previously.
The teams are heading off the field now for their pre-game speeches from the coaches, and we're going to take a timeout. We're getting set for kickoff here of the Hawaii State Football Championship. We'll be back in a moment. This is Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports.
Championships. At this time, we'd like to ask the Kahuku student body and their fans to play and sing their alma mater, to be followed by St. Louis. Kahuku, your alma mater, please. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to sing our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, please welcome the Kahuku High School Choir, Vocal Motion.
And the
At this time, football fans, we'll introduce the starting offense for the OIA champion Kahuku Red Raiders. At center, number 62, Jeremy Perry. Left guard, number 60, Joseph Napayahi. At right guard, number 78, Suliasi Lautaha. The left tackle is number 72, Semisi Kovaka. The right tackle, number 75, Kalabi Blanchard. At fullback, number 35, Irvin Atuaya. At wide receiver, number 18, Benjamin Chase. At wide receiver, number 84, James Kammerer. At running back, number 11, Farron Fonoi Moana. At running back, number 28, Mulivai Pula. At quarterback, number 15, Inoke Funaki. And head coach, Siwaki Levi, and the rest of the Kahuku Raiders. And now the starting defense for the ILH champions, St. Louis Crusaders. At defensive tackle, number 42, John Cioffelli. At defensive tackle, number 91, Kama McKee. At defensive end, number 87, Wilson Afoa. At defensive end, number 94, Tolifili Liufau. And linebacker, number 43, Kawhi Kernan. And linebacker, number 56, Tawalai Fonoti. At free safety, number 13, Pula Latu. Playing Sambacker, number 24, Timo Paipule. The roverback is number 27, Jonah Lakatani. At cornerback, number 25, Chris Tunoa. And at cornerback, number 28, Chad Adviento. And head coach Cal Lee and the rest of the St. Louis Crusaders. The team captains for the Kahuku Red Raiders are number 99, Johnathan Mapu, number 7, Sola Soliai, number 46, Joshua Hodge, and number 83, Moana Hafoka. The Kahuku captains are accompanied by honorary team captain.
2 teams meet tonight at Aloha Stadium, but only one will walk off 2001 Hawaii State High School football champion. I'm Brandon Foth along with Donald Bueno. And Donald, you had some observations about when the players were being introduced in the pregame.
Yeah, the one thing that I noticed was, especially on the St. Louis side, when you saw them coming out last year when they did lose for the first time in a championship game, it almost seemed like they had a business-like approach, and it seemed like getting beat was actually what they needed. Their demeanor is a little bit different. You can see a lot of energy as they were coming out and being introduced out into the field. And you can see Timmy Chang over here maybe giving a little bit of inspiration also to this Crusader club.
The Crusaders 10-0-1 in the season. That tie came against Kamehameha around mid-season, a 24-all tie. The game was played here at Aloha Stadium. Kahuku Red Raiders come in 13-0, undefeated this season, and they were undefeated last season. As the captains come out for the coin toss for Kahuku, Sola Soliai wearing number 7, Johnathan Mapu 99. Head referee Mike Goshima.
See a lot of emotion from him also. So we've got everything cranked up for tonight. We've got the referee going out. We got all the players going out. And, of course, just looking out into the stadium stands over here, we see that there's a lot of red on one side and, of course, a combination of red and blue on the side that we're sitting on.
For St. Louis, we see the fans. Thousands and thousands have come to see the championship game here tonight at Aloha Stadium. The captains for the St. Louis Crusaders, Ross Dickerson, John Ciofele, also Kainoa Fernandez.
And I was just mentioning to one of our partners over here at Stadium Stars,
St. Louis has won the toss and I was just has elected to defer to the second half.
As we get some of the information from referee Goshima on what happened during the coin toss, I was just alluding to the fact that, you know, you look around over here, we're going to be seeing a big crowd. Whoever's a big football fan would be over here because there's no University of Hawaii football this weekend. So whoever's a real football nut will be here tonight.
Head coach Cal Lee looking for his 242nd and final victory as head coach of the St. Louis High School football team. And Kahuku will receive the opening kick, led by quarterback Inoke Funaki. And good running backs, Mulivai Pula, fullback Irvin Atuaya. As we get set for kickoff of the 2001 State Football Championship game. The players are pumped up and the crowd is ready for a great championship game.
And what a way to start off the ball game, because when you think about the two teams and how they define themselves, they're going with their strengths right off the bat. All the different weapons on the Kahuku side on offense. And of course, we think about the high-powered run-and-shoot offense that St. Louis runs, but then their claim to fame under Cal Lee's reign has actually been a real tough and stingy defense.
Head coach Cal Lee, 21 seasons, and they're on the opposite side. Head coach Siwaki Levi for the Kahuku Red Raiders. As we get set for kickoff, wide receivers for Kahuku, James Kammerer will watch out for him, 6'3". And the fans are on their feet. Michael Auer gets set to kick it away.
And Brandon, this is what I'm talking about. You could just feel the energy in the air. This is championship football at its best.
Back deep to receive the kick, Ferron Fonoi Moana and Ben Chase. It's coming down to Fonoi Moana at the 7-yard line. He looks for the wedge. Out to the 20-yard line and fumbles the ball. The football was fumbled and Kahuku recovered.
As we opened up the segment tonight, I said Fanoe Moana was Mr. Excitement, but I'm sure that's not the type of excitement they wanted to open up the ball game with.
Yeah, and Donald, I was going to also talk about turnovers for Kahuku last week against Waimea Kauai. They turned the ball over 5 times. They also had 10 penalties. But here was nearly another turnover, a fumble, however.
And we take a look at here on the replay, and we see that number 1 for St. Louis, Ross Dickerson, pops his left hand in there to pop that ball loose. Fortunately enough for Kahuku, number 90, Quinlan Adolfo was there to recover.
First down and 10, Pula, a gain of 7 yards. Tackled by Toli Fili Liufau. And Mulivai Pula got a rest last week. Coach Levi didn't think he needed him to beat Waimea and gave him most of the first half off.
What not too many people know is that Mulivai Pula is actually playing with a slight knee injury, and that's the reason why they wanted to kind of save him during the Waimea game.
Second down and 2. Pula gets the call again, and there's open room in the middle of that line. Led by center Jeremy Perry, guards Lautaha Napeahi.
Take a look at it on the first Hawaiian Bank replay. They're going to go to their big gun right away. Mulivai Pula shifts off to his right-hand side. There's a missed tackle over there, and finally upended by number 25 for St. Louis. That is Chris Tunoa, listed here at 5'10", 180 pounds, playing in his last game as he is a senior.
They've been going with 3 backs. Mulivai Pula gets the call again around the left side, turns the corner, and down, out of bounds. They're going to say he was out of bounds at the 25-yard line. And Kahuku comes out running the ball.
Making a touchdown-saving tackle over here as we take a look at it on the Verizon replay. Mulivai Pula will take the ball going off to his left-hand side, and they do a good job of seal blocking on the left-hand side of the line there of Kahuku. Number 27 coming into your picture here, Jonah Lakatani uses the sideline to help out in bringing down Pula on that play.
Kahuku marching down the field on the opening drive of the game. And this is another run, good for about 4 yards to Leung Choi. Got the carry that time. Early here in the first quarter, no score. 10:26 left in the first quarter.
As we take a look at Cal Lee over here, trying to mix things up over here, trying to figure out a defense. Really can't do a feel-out process right here because Kahuku is doing a real good job of marching down the field right now.
Second down and 9. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No running room that time for Kahuku. The carry by Irvin Atuaya, tackled by Wilson Afoa.
The front 7 that time of St. Louis comes through on that play, and that's what they were hoping for tonight. As we take a look at over here, they're going to give it to their big fullback over here, and that is Irvin Atuaya, listed here at 5'11", 250 pounds. He's actually an extra offensive lineman in the backfield for Kahuku.
Third down and 8. We'll see if quarterback Inoke Funaki airs it out here. Funaki's going to run the option, pitches it out. This is Pula down to the 14-yard line, tackled by Chad Adviento. At the 14-yard line. Check that.
You had 28 on 28 on that play. Take a look at it on the Royal Adventure replay. We see that Pula, they call a nice play over here. Funaki does a great job of reading the option there. Pitches it just at the right time to Pula. Finds some opening on the right-hand side of the line and finally gets brought down by Chad Adviento.
First down and 10. 3 backs. Stanley Pula, Mulivai Pula, and Atuaya. This is Mulivai Pula trying to get to the outside. Latu's on pursuit and corralled him from behind for a loss. Paula Latu came up from his defensive back position to make the tackle.
Nice play there by the line of the St. Louis Crusaders. Pula actually wanted to cut it up a lot sooner than he did. The St. Louis defense strings out the play going off to the right-hand side of our screen here. Take a look at it. See, he actually wanted to cut up right over there. Then grabbing him from behind was number 13, and that is Pula Latu.
Second down and 13. Young Choi in the backfield, but Funaki to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws incomplete to his fullback, Irvin Atuaya. A little too tall for him.
A little too tall, but at the same time, if we take a look at here on the All-Sport replay, we may be able to see it. Atuaya actually takes his eyes off the ball just for a split second, and that split second hurt him. We'll see it right there. You see him take the ball, his eyes off the ball, and that was just enough for him to miss that catch.
Third down and 13. Kahuku ball in St. Louis territory at the 17-yard line. Funaki to throw, tries the play action. He's going to roll it out. He's going to try to run and pick it up, but he stumbles down at the 10-yard line.
Making the tackle there for St. Louis was number 27, Jonah Lakatani. And if it wasn't for the turf and a combination of Lakatani playing his lanes, that could have gone for actually a bigger gain.
We have a timeout.
And there's a timeout taken by Kahuku with 7:39 left in the first quarter. No score. Kahuku driving. It's 4th down and 6 situation for Kahuku.
As we take a look at the Kahuku offense rallying around Coach Siuke Lavai, what's going to happen right now is they're going to try and see what they can do about punching it into the end zone.
7:39 left in the first quarter. No score. This is Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports. And we're back at the state championship game at Aloha Stadium. Midway through the first quarter, no score. Kahuku driving deep in St. Louis territory on their opening drive here, but it's 4th down and 6.
Movement on the line. Bad mistake there by number 99, Johnathan Mapu.
And Mapu normally plays.
Snap. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. It remains 4th down.
Normally a defensive end, but in their big formation, they bring him in and set him on the end of the line.
Exactly. Perennial all-stater at defense and called upon to work on the offensive line when they have their big package. Big play here, 4th and 11, and they're opting not to go for the field goal here.
James Kammerer down to the bottom of your screen, 84 for Noe Moana, split out to the left. He's looking for Kammerer, throws, the pass is outside of James Kammerer, incomplete. Penalty flag is down. The coverage by Chad Adviento. Check that, no penalty, and it's St. Louis football.
As we see referee Goshima signaling St. Louis ball, we'll take a look at here on the Menehune Water replay. We see that Funaki scopes the field, starts from his left, sees Kammerer break to his right, just a little too wide over there. On the coverage for St. Louis was number 28, Chet Adviento. And we're going to take a first look here at the St. Louis offense and see how they respond to the movement of the Kahuku offense.
On 1st down and 10, Bobby George looking for Rivers, pass is caught! Caught at the 38-yard line, Jason Rivers from Bobby George. 1st down, St. Louis.
Jason Rivers, brother of Frank Rivers from St. Louis last year, who's a redshirt freshman out of the University of Hawaii this year. We thought that maybe they'd have a little bit of an advantage on the outside. We'll take a look at it on the replay. We see that George throws a beautiful strike in stride to Jason Rivers. Rivers makes a nice, beautiful inside move over there, but he's latched over there by the wayside by number 27, Gregory Perry.
1st down and 10. Prince Brown in the backfield, but Bobby George to throw on first down, throws, but it's too tall for his intended receiver, Ross Dickerson.
As you see Bobby George over there pointing to himself, his bag. But at the same time, they've tried to play the baby post to the slot back, Ross Dickerson, and he's going to be one of the key players in this St. Louis run and shoot offense.
Now Prince Brown comes off the field. They've got 3 backs they rotate in. B.J. Batts, Prince Brown, and Justin Cabansag. In now at tailback is Cabansag. Let's see if they run it here. They've passed twice on first down and 10. But this is going to be the counter reverse to Ross Dickerson. And the Red Raiders string it out about as best as we've seen anybody defend that play.
That play has worked real well the past 3 weeks in the playoffs in the state tournament. And they, as you called it there, Brandon, they played it real good. We'll take a look at it on the Jiffy Lube replay here. You see that Ross Dickerson takes that reverse counter. And number 91 there for Kahuku, that is Daryl Tachibana, does a good job of staying home and flushes the play to go more towards the outside, string it out for more of his defensive help to come in to help him out to stop that play.
3rd down and 8. Bobby George throws. Pass complete to Fernandez. To the outside. He picks up a first down and penalty markers fly. The reception made by Kainoa Fernandez, 5'10", 170-pound senior. Face mask against Kahuku.
First off, beautiful catch there by Fernandez. Then it was exclamated there by that face mask penalty. We'll take a look at it here on the replay. Bobby George
at the end of the run,
Fernandez,
15-yard penalty.
has reached up.
First down.
And you see over there, number 5 just grabs the face mask and just does not let go. And that is number 5, Tremaine Otto.
First down and 10, St. Louis. They go with 4 wide receivers. B.J. Batts in the backfield this time. Bobby George may be changing the play. Play clock winding down to 3 seconds. He gets it off, looking for Rivers. Throws for Jason Rivers in the end zone! Incomplete! Coverage that time by George Perry, knocked the pass away.
George Perry doing a heck of a job on the defensive play there. Rises up just at the right time, turns around. That's just textbook defensive back play. Take a look at it again on the Paina Bar and Grill replay. George has the play that he wants. He has that fade to the corner. Has a nice, beautiful air under the ball, but at the same time, coming into your picture there, George Perry, 27 of Kahuku, does a great job on the play.
We'll watch how Perry matches up with the speedy Jason Rivers all night tonight. We'll see it. Here's the run play on 2nd down and 10. Penalty flag is down. This play is stopped before it finished. And boos could be heard on the sideline and in the stands for the St. Louis Crusaders.
You could see trouble on that play. There were just too many people moving at the same time.
Illegal procedure, snap infraction on St. Louis, 5-yard penalty. It remains 2nd down.
And I believe that's what exactly they called. There were just too many people moving, not enough people set on that play. Had the play gone, it would have been a heck of a play because nobody expected that reverse counter out to Cabansag.
Quarterback Bobby George stands 6 foot tall, 185 pounds. He's a junior this year. He looks to his right, pump fakes, now throws for Rivers. And it's incomplete. Again, the coverage by George Perry, but it looked like it went right through his arms.
Just a little bit off the fingertips there of Jason Rivers. Heck of a play. You'll see it here on the Price Busters replay. We see that George finishes up his little double pump fake. Nice tight spiral. You can see the arm strength that Bobby George has, and Jason Rivers just totally misses that ball. And I'm sure if he gets a hold of this replay, he'd like to get that one back.
3rd down and 15. 5:27 left in the first quarter, no score. 3rd and 15. St. Louis is going to take a timeout here with 5:27
We had a
left
charge
in the first
timeout
quarter.
to St. Louis. Their first
No
team
score.
timeout for the half.
We've got the state football championship game here at Aloha Stadium.
And they're all going to rally around another former St. Louis great quarterback, John Howe, who also went to the University of Hawaii.
Timeout on the field with 5:27 left in the first quarter, no score. You're watching Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports. Championship night at Aloha Stadium. Head coach Cal Lee, his final game as head coach of the St. Louis Crusaders, announced he was leaving the sidelines during this past summer. And it's come down to this. Cal Lee with 15 Prep Bowl / state championship titles under his leadership over the 21 seasons. And he's looking for his 16th tonight. Quarterback Bobby George throws. Rivers stumbled. Penalty flag is down. Rivers stumbled in his pass route and couldn't catch up to that ball. Another penalty by Kahuku. But is this going to be the longer variety on 3rd and 15? A 15-yarder would give him a first down.
We had a 5-yard face mask against the defense. Repeat, 3rd down.
So it'll still be 3rd down, 5-yard face mask penalty.
Pivotal play. And we saw Coach Levi on the sideline over there getting a little irate already, looking for a holding call. And aside from the turnover bug, this is one thing that also Kahuku was concerned about, the penalty bug.
3rd down and 10. George is signaling out to Jason Rivers. They put Salas in motion to the far side. 3 wide receivers to the right. George looking over the middle, fires short to Fernandez. The catch is made, however, short of a first down. It'll be 4th down and 2. Tackled by the linebacker Sione Olivao.
And it looks like the go-to guys tonight is going to be Rivers and Fernandez. Take a look at here on the Joy of Kola replay. Bobby George drifts off to his left, finds his receiver Fernandez, and making a nice tackle in front of the first down marker was number 43, Sione Olivao. And St. Louis also here opting to go on 4th down.
Bobby George in the shotgun on 4th down. They've got Prince Brown in the backfield. George the throw, looks for Dickerson. He's covered. Now he throws to the left side, and the catch is made for a first down by Salas. Tackled on the play by Sola Soliai, but a first down for St. Louis.
And talk about determination by Bobby George. He just barely got that pass off as he was getting dragged down by a defensive lineman. We'll take a look at here on the Hawaiian Airlines replay. We see as he steps up into the pocket, he's almost down over there, but then last minute catches a hold of Salas, who has enough for the first down.
First down and 10. B.J. Batts in the backfield. Bobby George slides back to the shotgun. He's got Bowman and Ross out to his right side. Throws for Bowman. The catch is made at the 11 and tackled immediately. Outstanding tackle by Soliai to prevent any additional yardage.
And that time, they really didn't have anything going deep, so they went to their safety valve receiver. As we take a look at here on the replay, everything was closed up downfield. George sees his safety valve receiver, Bowman, who's a little bit on the smaller side. That's why it was so easy to wrap him up. He's listed here at 5'6", 165 pounds.
Clock winding down, 3:30 to go in the first quarter, no score. Long drives by each of these ball clubs here tonight. 2nd down and 8. The call to Prince Brown, bursting through the middle.
One of the few times that they've called a running play tonight, and Prince Brown is going to be called upon to do a lot of the hard inside running. Take a look at it again on the first Hawaiian back replay. We see that he has a nice burst between the guard and the center over there, picks up some nice yardage, about 7 yards on that play.
67 for Kahuku. Quinn Ayu made the tackle, but it's 3rd down and 3. Prince Brown in the backfield, 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Bobby George looks for Rivers, pass overthrown, and a penalty flag flies in. Lakatani had the coverage. And a penalty against St. Louis. But Donald, they continually look for Jason Rivers in the end zone, but haven't had any success yet.
Ineligible receiver, downfield under the pass on the offense. The penalty is declined. 4th down.
Take a look at it on the first Hawaiian Bank replay. As you called it there, Brandon, they're going into the well a little bit too often here, real early to Jason Rivers. But at the same time, you can't help but try to take advantage of that mismatch because Rivers, here he is listed at 6'2", and the guy that's covering him, Perry, is only 5'11".
Yeah, correction, that was George Perry on the coverage. My mistake. 4th down and 3. And the run to Bats connected outside, and he's taken down with authority by safety Vili Ami Nauahi.
Two key pivotal 4th down plays so far in the first quarter. St. Louis tries to run an inside screen for the running back. Take a look here on the Verizon replay. We see that Bats, from the get-go, he is bottled up. Look at that host of Raider defenders around him.
Nauahi with the tackle for the Kahuku defense. Turns the ball over on downs. 1st down and 10 for Kahuku. I formation in the backfield. They're going to run the option. Funaki's going to pitch it out. Pula's got the sideline. He's out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Now they say the 29. Mulivai Pula.
Gutsy play by Funaki. He's getting tackled. It looks like he was going to go on the quarterback keeper on the option, but then last minute finds Pula wide open, who takes it all the way on the right-hand side of the field. Take a look at it on the 99-cent Marukai replay. Fakes the pitch one time. Looks like he's going down. Then finds Pula on the corner of his eye there, and finally gets shaken out of bounds there by number 13. That is Paula Latu, who's been real busy so far this evening.
1st and 10 run by Leong Choi. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
And Kahuku trying to change things up a little bit right now, throwing in Ong Choi, who's a little bit smaller, a little bit scattier type of a back. Try to take a look at here on the Royal Adventure replay. We're going to see that Ong Choi takes the handoff, tries to find some running room off to his left-hand side, picks up some nice yardage. In fact, he picks up 7 yards on that play.
2nd down and 3. Leong Choi again working the left side, picks up the 1st down, and taken down by Wilson Afoa, who pursued him from his defensive end position.
Ong Choi bounces that.
Kahuku.
I'm sorry about that. Ong Choi bounces it out to the outside. Looks like he was going to get bottled up there for a moment. Then when he bounces it to the outside, finds some running room, then finally gets dragged down there by number 87, Wilson Afoa.
Clock winding down in the first quarter. 1:26 left. No score. 1st down and 10, Kahuku. Kammerer split out to the right. Fonoi Moana to the left. Funaki throws on 1st down and overthrows Fonoi Moana. He's looking for a penalty flag, doesn't get one. The coverage by Chris Tunoa.
I'm sure that the Kahuku fans are looking for a pass interference on that play, but they're not going to get it. Ball well overthrown. As we take a look at here one more time on the Royal Adventure Travel replay, we see that Funaki throws that ball down the middle and a little post, then it goes into double coverage there. And as you can see, there's no way that Fanoi Moana would have caught up to that ball.
Second down and 10. They're going to run the option. Pula to the outside again. Gets around the cornerback, and he's got room down the sideline and knocked out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Knocked out by Lakatani and Pule. Paulalatu was there as well.
But what happens on this play is just Chad Adviento just totally gets faked out of his jock straps on that play. I mean, he was there. He broke down. He did everything you taught except make the tackle. Take a look at here on the Royal Adventure Travel replay. You see that Pula right there throws that little juke step, and Adviento just goes down to his knees.
First down and 10 at the 29-yard line of St. Louis, and Pula runs right into Wilson Afoa. Stopped for a loss of about a half yard.
It's just like an exciting game so far. It's been up and down, all except for in the red zone, where so far none of the offensive have been able to cash in on their field position.
34 seconds left in the first quarter. No score of this state football championship game between Kahuku and St. Louis. High formation behind Funaki. He's going to run the option and can't pick up any yardage because Liu Fao was there and held his end of the line, the defensive line.
Great play there by the defensive 7 of St. Louis. Liu Fao was a player, also Kawhi Kernan. We'll take a look at it on the All-Sport replay. This time they're going to try and run the option off to the left-hand side of the line, but gets swallowed up right there immediately by both Liu Fao and also Kernan.
And that's the end of the first quarter here at Aloha Stadium. No score in the state football championship game between Kahuku and St. Louis here in the year 2001. We're going to take a quick timeout. This is Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports. And we're back, getting ready for the second quarter. As we look at the Kahuku sideline, Coach Levi, his team is undefeated this season, looking for back-to-back state championships.
And you can just see the excitement in him. He's getting pumped up. He's saying, yeah, let's go, let's get him, baby, because right now they're approaching the red zone. It's 3rd and 11, and of course, right now, it's just a battle of attrition. Both defenses have a bend but don't break so far type of attitude.
3rd down and 11 for Kahuku. Ball at the St. Louis 31-yard line. Funaki is going to run. This is the quarterback draw down to the 21-yard line. He's going to be short of a first down. It'll set up 4th down and 1. He was brought down by Kivai Kernan.
Great quarterback keeper there by Funaki. Read the defense correctly. Take a look at it here on the Menihuni Water replay. We'll see his eyes, his keys. He's looking for his keys. Finds that the quarterback keeper is the one that's going to be open. Then he drags Kernan for an additional 3 or 4 yards. And following suit to the last possession, 4th and short, and they're going to go for it.
4th down and 1. Pula's the tailback. He's got 8 carries for 102 yards here in the first half. Pula gets the call, gets the first down. He's tackled at the 16-yard line by Paula Latu.
Nice open field tackle there by Latu. You see that Pula, he looks like he was actually going to be going for a bigger gain on that play. As we take a look at it here on the Jiffy Lube replay, we see him take the handoff over here, finds his hole in between the tackle and the guard, and right there meeting him up into the gap is number 13, Paula Latu.
So Kahuku deep in St. Louis territory, looking for their first score tonight. Leong Choi gets the call, finds running room off the right side. Not much though. Paula Latu steps up, fills the hole, and makes the tackle.
Latu doing a heck of a job from his linebacking spot. looks like that when the gap opened up over there, looks like Ong Choi would have had more yardage, but Latu was there to just stop things right in its tracks.
Now Pula comes back in the game. 2nd down and 7. They're going to split Pula out now, and they're going to run the quarterback draw again. Funaki to the 5-yard line and down at the 4. Again, Paula Latu, also Kivai Kernan.
Kernan that time making a touchdown-saving ankle tackle there, but at the same time, inside the 5-yard line, Kahuku's going to get it 1st and goal. Take a look at it on the D-Trick replay. We see that Funaki runs the quarterback draw, so he hurts you in so many ways. He can run the option. He's got great feet, and at the same time, he's got a real decent arm, so he could kill you in the air also.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Pula to the 1. And just short of the goal line. Now they raise their arms. He's in. The officials didn't make a call at first.
Late call, but as you see the excitement over there, the Kahuku fans from the North Shore going crazy right now, getting their first touchdown. Take a look at here on the D-Trick replay. Counter play by Pula that time. Looks like he was going to go all the way to the outside, but he cuts it back in between the guard and the tackle, and he takes it into the house for 6.
There's Solomon Lee on for the extra point attempt. Lee's kick is up, and it's good. Kahuku draws first blood with 9:31 left in the first half. Kahuku on top 7-0 in this state championship game at Aloha Stadium.
It's going to be interesting to see if the St. Louis offense can respond to that score. And it looks like it's going to be a heck of a nail-biter for this evening's state championship. And we see the people from Laie side, North Shore, going crazy over there as they draw first blood here at the state championship. Take a look at the touchdown replay one more time on the Tanioka replay. We see that Pula makes a little jab step to the outside, pulls it in, and you can see that the ball just barely breaks the plane of the goal line. And you can see that it's clearly 6 points on that play.
The touchdown drive went 8 plays, 91 yards, took up 5 minutes, 57 seconds, and ended with the Pula touchdown. And you can see some of the fans, Pizza Hut gave away these rubber sticks, almost like balloons, and the kids are having fun with those here tonight.
Yeah, those are like those clapper deals. They have this real hollow sound. And boy, does it really add to this noise-making group that they have over here tonight.
Kahuku to punt it away. Ross Dickerson and B.J. Batts back deep to receive, but they run the squib kick, and falling on it was Timo Paipule. They tried the squib that time.
And that time, I don't know if it was because they didn't want to test the special teams play of St. Louis at that time, but Kahuku opting to squib kick the kickoff gives actually St. Louis good field position right now at their 39-yard line.
St. Louis 1st down and 10. 9:30 left in the first half of play. Kahuku leading 7-0. Here comes the St. Louis offense. Howard Harbottle, the center, snaps to George, who throws complete to Salas, who's out of bounds after an 8-yard gain, knocked out of bounds by Trumaine Otto.
Making the stop out of bounds there for Kahuku was number 91, Daryl Tachibana. And this time, Bobby George opting to go a little bit different. The last possession, they went strictly to Kainoa Fernandez and also to Jason Rivers. This time, they're going to get the third party involved, and that is, of course, Salas, who He himself had some good statistics this past year.
2nd down and 2. Bobby George under center. Harbottle give to Kabansag, who's tackled for a loss in the backfield. Olevao knocked him down in the backfield for a loss of 2.
Shooting the gap that time. Great defensive read was number 43, Sione Olevao. Listed here at linebacker, 5'11", 195 pounds, and he'll be back. He's only a junior. Take a look at it on the Price Busters replay. Kabansag does that little jab step to try to do the counter play, but no way doing as Olivao is there to close up the gap.
3rd down and 2. That's Bowman in motion. George looks to his left. Now scrambles out of the pocket, fires on the run, incomplete. But putting on the pressure and forcing George out of the pocket was Tachibana.
You're playing with field position over here. It's going to be, one of those things where are they going to go for it on 4th down, but it looks like they're going to send up the punting team. Take a look at it on the Midas replay. George comes under some pressure right here. He gets flushed out of the pocket, and he just throws it short as he's getting his jersey wrapped around by number 91 there. That is Daryl Tachibana. So Tachibana making his presence felt on the defense.
Salas punts it away on 4th down and 2. Fanoi Moana makes the fair catch at the 21. So Coach Cal Lee for St. Louis not taking any gambles here. Midway through the 2nd quarter, Kahuku leading 7-0.
As we take a look at Coach Lee, pacing up and down that sideline again during his last game. I know we're making a lot out of it, but then it's going to be real tough to see after this season what that St. Louis sideline is going to look like without him prowling up and down.
Cal Lee coached the 1972 St. Louis Crusaders, then rejoined as head coach in 82. He's been there ever since. He had a losing season in 82, and since then he's been on a roll. Kahuku football at their 21-yard line. Funaki tries to run it. Is knocked down, putting the helmet right in his chest.
Try to get a number there.
Pula.
Pula does a heck of a job on that option. Take a look at it on the Midas replay. Funaki takes the snap, tries to run the option this time, but no way doing as he's depleted there by number 24, Timu Paipule.
Second down and 9. Pula gets the call, finds an opening and running room down to the 27-yard line. But a great block thrown by the left guard, Joe Napeahi, sprung that hole wide open. Paul Alatu with another tackle.
And Pula showing his strength. It looks like he's going to get stopped over here at the line of scrimmage by Kernan, but he breaks the tackle over there and finally gets dragged down from behind by Paul Alatu. And that replay brought to you by No.
3rd down and 4. Leung Choi in the backfield. They're going to run the play action. Rolling out is Funaki. Throwing downfield intended for Fanoi Moana. Incomplete, but he's going to get the pass interference call.
And exactly, you called it right there. Chris Tunoa is going to actually get caught for face guarding because he didn't turn around to see the ball. Basically what he did was he held his arms out to try and guard the view of the receiver.
Defensive pass interference, 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
So a big break for Kahuku.
Take a look at it on the Hawaiian Airlines replay. We totally got faked out in this play. Funaki actually does a good job of hiding the ball. He's a great ball handler. Finds his receiver downfield, and last minute you're going to see the face guarding right here. Tunoa does no effort to look back at the ball.
First down and 10, Kahuku. The call to Leon Choi, but he's knocked down for no gain. Lakatani came up in pursuit and followed into the outside and knocked him down. No gain.
Actually, that was a real slow developing play from the booth over here, seeing Ong Choi go from the opposite side in motion. You could almost see it coming. We'll take a look at it on the replay. Ong Choi gets that handoff, and playing it beautifully in his lanes over there is Jonah Lakatani.
That was that slot back counter, it looked like, that St. Louis runs so well. Second down and 9. Pula gets the call, but stumbles for only a couple. Lakatani is there for another tackle.
And as strong as Pula is, Lakatani did a good job by going at the legs right there to stop him at the line of scrimmage. Take a look at here. Pula gets the ball, and getting down lower was Lakatani to bring him down for minimal gain on that play.
6:23 left in the first half of play. Kahuku with a 7-0 lead. They've got the ball, third down and 7 on their own 45-yard line. Funaki, he's going to try to run it. Nothing there that time. Funoti got in the backfield and tracked him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great play there by Tawalai Funoti, listed here at 6'1", 240 pounds. And that time, once to the well a little bit too often on that quarterback keeper draw. Take a look at it here on the First Hawaiian Bank replay. We'll see that Funaki sees a little crease over there, but it gets shut down from behind by Funoti.
Fourth down and 7, punting situation for Kahuku. Kainoa Fernandez back deep to receive this punt. Fernandez runs under it. He takes it. It's a fantastic punt at the 16-yard line, and he's going to be tackled at the 17.5. Kainoa Fernandez with just a 2-yard return.
Take a look at it on the Marukai replay. Fernandez does a good job of tracking the punt. Makes the first guy miss over there, but he can't shake loose number 22, Kyle Giuliano, listed here at 5'8", 160 pounds.
There was a clip on that play. Head referee Mike Oshima speaks with receiver Ross Dickerson.
There was a clip by the kicking team during the loose ball. Penalties enforced from the previous spot. 15-yard penalty. Repeat, fourth down.
So erase that outstanding punt for Kahuku. They've got to kick it again.
And again, the reason why St. Louis takes that penalty, one, it moves them back 15 yards, and at the same time, they would have took the ball over inside of the 20-yard line, I believe at the 18.
Kahuku to punt it away again, and we're going to have a false start by Kahuku lineman. Came out of his stance early, and another penalty for Kahuku.
Prior to the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, remains fourth down.
And Donald Kahuku, 5 penalties so far, 45 yards. And last week they had 13 against Waimea.
That's one of the things that Coach Levi was saying earlier in the week, that they wanted to cut down on turnovers and the penalties.
And a short punt goes straight up in the air. It's going to come straight down. And just a terrible punt that time. So what a penalty for Kahuku to make them re-kick that football.
And talk about the turn of events. As I mentioned earlier, without that penalty, the 2 penalties that is, they would have got the ball back at the St. Louis 18, looking at where they got the field position now, they've got it at the Kahuku 33. So big turn of events on those 2 penalties.
That was a 7-yard punt. St. Louis football, first down and 10 in Kahuku territory at the 38-yard line. Bobby George has B.J. Batts in the backfield. They put Ross Dickerson in motion. Dickerson fakes the reverse. Ross Dickerson to the 25-yard line, picking up a first down and out of bounds at the 21.
St. Louis really doesn't do too much trickery, but that time they opt to fake the double reverse. Take a look at here on the Royal Adventure replay. We see that they go reverse one time to Dickerson, then they fake on the opposite side, and that time he makes a great break of a tackle over there, and he actually picks up another first down there for St. Louis.
That was Joshua Hodge making that touchdown-saving tackle. Dickerson ran right through the arms of Tremaine Otto. First down and 10. George looks to throw, fires for Salas, incomplete. Salas got a hand on it but couldn't haul it down.
Great job by Kahuku's front 7 that time. Basically what happened was the line pushed through enough for Bobby George to rush that throw a little bit, thus making it a little bit higher for Salas to get. Take a look at here on the Mountain Dew replay. We'll see that it's just a little bit on the outstretched arms of Salas.
So 4:33 left in the second quarter, and St. Louis has yet to get their passing game on track. Bobby George on second down and 10. They run to draw to Batts, who gets out, eludes a couple of tackles, but cannot get out of the grasp of Sione Olivao.
That was snuffed out beautifully by the Kahuku defense, and what threw that play off from the onset, as we take a look at here on the All Sport replay, not being fooled at all, was number 9 coming into your screen, diving in, and that was Viliami Na'ahi.
Third down and 13. Bobby George, the quarterback. Now Prince Brown in the backfield alongside him. George has to step up in the pocket because John Mapu is coming in. George throws, the pass complete to Jason Rivers, but he does not get the first down. He came back for the ball and is stopped short of the first down marker. Tremaine Otto tackled him there.
Kahuku defensive backs doing a real good job of knowing where they are on the field. They kept Jason Rivers in front of them, and at the same time got him short of the first down. We take a look at here, Kahuku on the All Sport replay makes it tough for George. They flush him out of the pocket. George finds Rivers, and you can see 3 or 4 defenders around Jason Rivers after he makes that catch.
Fourth down and 3 for St. Louis. Prince Brown in the backfield, but George to throw on 4th and 3. Throws, steps up in the pocket, and the pass is batted away by Giuliano. Knocked away by the safety. It's Kahuku football. They turn it over on downs.
Take a look at it on the Jiffy Lube replay, and George gets smacked on this play. He's still down, but he throws the ball behind Fernandez on this play, and great defensive play there by Kyle Giuliano also. But concern right now for the St. Louis Crusaders as Bobby George is still down on the field.
Coach Cal Lee came out onto the field to take a look and check him out.
Take a look at here on the Dietrich Insurance replay. Might catch the tail end of what happened here to George. No, we're not going to catch it. We're just going to see the tail end of the play where Fernandez has no chance at that ball as it's thrown behind him.
Not sure, that might have been Tala Esera or Tufaga who got the hit on Bobby George. First down and 10. Kahuku pitches it out to Pula, working the off-tackle run. And he's brought down after a gain of 2 yards, brought down by Kavai Kernan.
Take a look at the Dietrich replay. We'll see that he pitches back to Mulivai Pula. And we see that they go high-low on him on that one tackle, but by that time, Pula already did his damage, gaining 6 yards.
Here's Pula again trying to get to the outside. Lakatani strings him out. And then a host of St. Louis defenders come over to knock him out of bounds at the 14, 13-yard line.
St. Louis showing you a little bit of their team speed on that play. They string out that play. Pula has nowhere to run. And, of course, with the use of the sideline also, he loses a whole ton of yardage on that play. Take a look at it on the Dietrich Insurance replay. We'll see the handoff here to Pula. We see the defender stringing out the play off to the left-hand side of the line. Then finally, 27, 28, we see a whole host of defenders over there. And basically what happened was he lost the yardage that he gained on first down.
Led by Lakatani. 2:11 left in the first half. Kahuku with a 7-0 lead. They've got the football. And whistles. The clock is stopped.
That's a
and
second
it's going
team
to be a
timeout. Charge to Kahuku for the
Kahuku.
half.
They take their second timeout of this first half. With 2:11 left in the second quarter, Kahuku with a 7-0 lead. I'm Brandon Foth along with Donald Boleno. Jim Oshiro is my floor director. Thanks to him in this state championship game. And with that timeout by Kahuku, we'll take one here as well. 2:11 left in the first half. Kahuku 7-0. You're watching Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports. We're back at Aloha Stadium as the trainers look at quarterback Bobby George.
Yeah, it's not looking too promising right now. And backup quarterback, looks like they're going to be throwing in number 19, Andy Kubik. He's the one taking practice snaps right there on the sideline.
Quarterback Funaki 0 for 4. Tries one here. He's 0 for 5. Pass intended for Pula. And he has not completed a pass yet in this first half of the championship game.
That play could have been a case of the crocodile arms over there, as Pula really couldn't extend to get that pass.
So getting set to punt it away. Kahuku will punt it away. Kainoa Fernandez back deep to receive for St. Louis. As the kick is away, it goes straight up again. The punt falls, takes a Kahuku bounce, and down at the 44-yard line. Now let's see who comes in at quarterback. It's Andy Kubik. Number 19 is the new St. Louis quarterback. The Hub Goodwill Classic, Football Classic, Friday, December 7th, right here at Aloha Stadium. The Hub Foundation sponsors the Football Classic. First down and 10. Kubik throws. Catch is made by Salas for a first down. Tackled by, or actually, the quarterback, Sokugawa.
Actually, they pulled a last-minute one on us. It was Andy Kubik that went out there, but then last minute they put in the lefty, Chris Sokugawa, listed here at 6'1", 195 pounds. And you can see he's got some size on him for a quarterback.
First down and 10. Sokugawa. And they're trying to get on the same page here. 1:46 left in the first half. They're going to make a measurement. Going to measure to see if that was a first down.
And basically what they're trying to do right now is, because Sokugawa is in there for the first time, and here it is, we just got less than 2 minutes, minute 46 that is, in the ball game, in the first half that is. Basically what's happening is they're trying to get him loose out there. He hasn't had some game time. And they throw a basic screen pass off to the left-hand side, and it was pretty close to a first down.
Salas just inches short. It'll be second down and less than a foot. Sokugawa, the quarterback. Prince Brown is in the backfield. Sokugawa to throw on second down and short. Throws for Rivers. 5-4-3-2-1 touchdown. Jason Rivers from Sokugawa.
And oh, what a surprise. Just when it looked real bleak for St. Louis with their starting quarterback Bobby George going out, Sokugawa throws a strike on his second pass. Take a look at it again on the Paina Bar and Grill replay. Basically what sets things up, I think, is last minute Ross Dickerson goes in motion, takes the defender with him, and Jason Rivers gets one-on-one, and that's what you don't want on defense.
Here's Michael Auer's extra point attempt. It's up, and it's good. We're tied up at 7 in this Hawaii State Football Championship game. Tied at 7 with 1:29 left in the first half. That drive took all of 2 plays, 43 yards, and only 24 seconds. The pass, Rivers from Sokugawa.
And it was all set up by the poor punt on fourth down. Take a look at it here on the Price Busters replay. Sokugawa gives you a different look. He's a lefty. Sees Rivers all by himself on the inside post. Nobody's there to get him until about the 3-yard line, but by that time, he's just got too much momentum going into the end zone. 6 points, Jason Rivers.
1:29 left in this first half. The touchdown pass, not from starter Bobby George, number 16, Chris Sokugawa.
And Sokugawa making the most of this opportunity because he's a senior himself. So he's, like I said, taking advantage of the fact that, hey, my pal Bobby is out, but at the same time, I'm a senior and I got to show some of that senior leadership, and let's take this into the house here.
Jason Rivers, 3 receptions in this first half, 63 yards. And this kick's going to go out of bounds. It'll be spotted at the Kahuku 35-yard line on the illegal procedure penalty. So Kahuku with 1:29 left. And we'll see if Funaki, who has yet to complete a pass in this first half, can get it going and march his team down the field in 1:29.
Illegal procedure against the kicking team. Kahuku will take the option of putting the ball in play at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
Finally, we get the official call by referee Mike Goshima. Illegal procedure, kicking the ball out of bounds, and they're going to get the ball at the 35-yard line.
Kaka is the tailback. Funaki runs the option, decides to keep it. It's brought down by Kernan after a gain of 3.
Looks like the defense for St. Louis is starting to settle down. They're not really going after the fakes on the option. Kernan doing a good job there of bottling up Funaki for a small gain.
Kahuku has only 1 timeout left. The clock continues to move. 1 minute left. Now there's a penalty. Penalty flag is down, stopping the clock at 57 seconds. Against Kahuku, the only good thing
Prior
is
to
that
the
stops
snap,
the clock.
false start on the offense, snap infraction, 5-yard penalty, remains 2nd down.
But that also negates Funaki's run at the same time because the 5 yards, they just got it back. Basically what they called at that time, they were set, and it looked like Kahuku was actually going to go back into the huddle. That's the illegal procedure right there.
Funaki in the shotgun now on 2nd down and 10. 3 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Funaki looks over the middle, now steps up. Throws deep downfield, intended for Fanoi Moana, but it's batted away by Lakatani. Pass was underthrown and nearly intercepted by Lakatani.
I'm sure Lakatani would like that play back. All he had to do was go back a couple of steps as we take a look at here on the Midas replay. We see that Funaki gets flushed out of the pocket over here. He does a good job of eluding the rush. Heaves it as far as he can downfield before taking a shot himself. But at the same time, you see here, if Lakatani just continues the back pedal instead of just stopping his tracks, he could have had an easier shot at that interception.
3rd down and 10. 32 seconds remain in this first half. Tied at 7 in the state championship game. Funaki throws. They try the screen pass to Pula. Down, short of a first down. Down at the 44-yard line. Clock winding down, 12 seconds. They elect not to take their last timeout. No, now it stops at 11.
Because St. Louis is going to take the timeout.
Charge timeout for St. Louis, second charge timeout of the half. Please reset the game clock to 13 seconds.
They want an opportunity at another short punt with 11 seconds left in the first half. We're tied at 7 in the state championship game. Kahuku 7, St. Louis 7. You're watching Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports.
Please reset to 13 seconds, please.
Back at Aloha Stadium, look at the St. Louis sideline. And that pass by Kahuku's Inoke Funaki, his first completion of the first half on the screen pass. 4th down and 1. Kahuku. Kahuku's got the ball. We'll see if they punt it away on 4th and 1.
As we saw there, Cal Lee in his last game doing some coaching tonight. Wants to go out on a high note here for his last hurrah. Take a look at the St. Louis bench over there. Defense settling down a little bit, and hopefully they can get one more possession here.
4th down and 1. Kahuku lines up the punt. They kick it away. Fernandez makes a fair catch, and he's backed up to his 19-yard line with 7 seconds left in the first half. Knotted at 7.
Seven seconds left. I wonder if St. Louis has a 7-second pass play here to take it downfield, because there's no way that they're going to go down and call a timeout and maybe kick a field goal. They've got to go all the way this time.
Well, we'll keep an eye on Jason Rivers. His quarterback Chris Sokugawa in for the injured Bobby George. And he's going to take a knee, and that'll send it into the halftime. This Hawaii State football championship game tied at 7 at the half. There you see the thousands and thousands of fans here at Aloha Stadium, and our line score. There you see the 2 second quarter touchdowns. Pula running one in, and the Rivers touchdown reception both in the second quarter.
You're looking forward to the second half. This is actually what we were looking for. Whenever these two mix it up, it's always close in the championship games.
And we're going to break for the halftime festivities here at the half. Kahuku 7, St. Louis 7. This is Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sport.
Free gas. We'd like to direct your attention to the Jumbotron.
Check out the Jumbotron, everybody. Hey, we got to say what's up to Benny Agbayani.
What's up, Benny? Our first car will be Troy Nakama. Our second car, Edward and Cheta. Our third car, Kellyan Marquez. And our fourth car, Greg Martin. All right. Your attention to the Jumbotron. Are we ready?
The winner will go home away with free gas.
For 1 year. Here we go. Cheer them on. Hold up the cars.
Okay,
Here we go. It's the red car in the lead.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Edward and Cheta, our winner tonight for 1 year for free gas from Chevron.
All right.
Give him a round of applause. At this time, we like to bring out 4 contestants that we have qualified for 1 year worth of signature movie theater passes.
Now this game calls for your participation.
This is all crowd participation.
We call this game Karaoke.
We have 4 contestants that'll have 1 minute to sing a song, and they don't know what song they're singing. 3 contestants, excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, our first contestant is Leo Taufa. Give her a round of applause.
Come on, give it up for Leo. This is crowd
Leo
participation.
will be singing I Will Survive. She has 1 minute to sing. You guys are going to be the judges.
You guys gotta cheer her on.
Here we go. Contestant number 1. Music, please.
2, hey.
Come on, sister.
At first, I was afraid, I was petrified.
Come on, make some noise for her.
I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights of thinking how you did me wrong. I grew strong.
Come on.
I had to carry on. Saw you back.
Come on, baby, boogie.
Come on, shake it, mama.
Shake 'em, shake 'em.
Find you there when that sat upon the bed. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your feet. If I'd known for just 1 second, back to bother me. Come on now. Walk the door.
Yeah.
Just turn around now. 'Cause you're not welcome anymore.
All right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, give it up for you. Contestant number 2, singing Umbap from Hanson. Are you ready, man? This is Tyson Abreu. Give it up for
Come on,
Tyson
you guys, give it
Abreu.
up for Tyson.
You ready, Tyson? Here we go. Tyson Abreu with Umbap.
Remember, this is crowd participation.
Look at him, looks like one of the Hanson kids, doesn't he? Come on, Tyson.
Hey, you guys gotta cheer him on. You gotta shake him, boo, shake him. Come on, you know the words. Easy as fun.
Oh, thank God it's over. Come on, give it up for Tyson.
Tyson.
Tyson Abreu, contestant number 2. Here we go with contestant number 3, Alex DeBoma. Come on, give it up for Alex.
All right.
Alex will be singing YMCA, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go with Mr. Alex DeBoma.
Come on, Alex. All right, come on, everybody. You better shake him, boo. Come on, Alex. There's a place he can go and say. Come on.
Come on, Alex.
D2B unhappy. Come on, you know how to read.
Come on, Alex, shake it.
One, everybody, one, move. Come on, everybody, let's do it. Come on, everybody, sing. YMCA. Give it up, you guys. Contestant number 3.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Alex DeBoma. We need you 3 over here. Come on, stand right here, Alex.
All right, this is crowd participation.
Good job.
If you guys like contestant number 3, let me hear your applause.
Make some noise for Alex. How many like contestant number 2?
Wow.
How many like contestant number 3? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for contestant number actually
Give it
1,
up for
Leo
Super.
Tafa, our winner,
right.
winning 1 year. Free movies from Signature Theaters. Give them all a big round of applause.
Give it up for all our contestants.
At this time, please put your hands together for the Kamehameha School Marching Band.
Check.
Liu liu va lê gâu gâu tô la lê lê mau ca ma cây ô ba ba lê e cô mô e uak ho ia ma lo puina ku tu nui o ne la e anu come swimming to me. Oh, we're going to a hooky loud, a hooky, 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 hooky loud. What a wonderful day for fishing the old Hawaiian way. And the hooky outfits are swishing down at old Laie Bay. Oh yes, we're going to a hooky loud, a hooky, 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 hooky loud. Everybody loves a hooky loud, where the loud always the cow crowd, the big luau. Throw our nets out into the sea, and on the Yamaha come swimming to me. Oh, we're going to a hooky loud. Hooky loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, now please help us welcome Fat Cat's recording artist, Bubba B. What's up, everybody? This is a song by request. Come on, everybody, make noise for the band. Yes, sir. Well, this little story is not like the rest. It's talking about some brothers from the east who's the best. It starts with my man, and I think you should know he's the biggest and the baddest. His name is Rio. Once with the sons, Moon, John, and Jerome, they moved to Makaha and made it their home. There was some of the high school pride coming from all the sides. Some of the high school pride coming from all
one of the West Side pride. I'm coming from Y&I. Some will say Louis pride. I'm coming from Y&I. Too much to mention, too many to say. I'm what I've been here. You show me the way. Someday I will get my turn. For now I just kick back and learn. I wanna hear some of the Kahuku's pride. They're coming from the north side. Some will say Louis pride. Coming from the east side. May the best team win tonight. God bless each and every one of you guys. Aloha and good night.
Back here at Aloha Stadium as the second half of the 2001 Chevron State Football Championships are about to resume. The score, a barn burner as many predicted, tied at 7 between St. Louis and the defending champion of the state of Hawaii, Kahuku Red Raiders, as we'll take a look at the touchdown. Kahuku striking first in the second quarter on this 3-yard touchdown run by Mulivai Pula, which put the defending state champions up 7-0 at that point. I'm Kevin Hashiro, joined alongside by the coach Darren Hernandez, as we'll take a look now at the St. Louis touchdown. Backup quarterback Chris Sokugawa airing it out 34 yards to the leading receiver for this Crusader ball club, Jason Rivers, and that, coach, amounts to the score where we are at right now, tied at 7, and for that man, 24 minutes of football remaining in his high school career. One has to wonder, do the Crusaders have enough to make sure that their coach goes out in style, coach?
Well, there you see Cal Lee, Kevin. Again, what else can you say? All the superlatives in the world cannot match the record that this man has put up. Again, a fantastic game. Kahuku outplaying them in the first half.
The second half kickoff will come down to Dickerson at the 15. Dickerson down the sideline. There is a penalty marker down as he spins away. This play will come back as Ross Dickerson gets dragged down by Tony Ungalu. But the flag will push the ball back deep into Crusader territory. Holding against the Crusaders, as indicated by head official Mike Goshima, and now a personal foul also assessed against the Red Raiders.
So we got offsetting penalties here. Again, as I said earlier, Kevin, Mulivai Pula already with 14 rushes and 106 yards, and that touchdown, as we saw earlier, leading the ground attack for Kahuku.
We had holding during the return, 10-yard penalty from a spot of fall, first down.
So they will mark off the holding penalty.
Personal foul.
And the offensive star for the Crusaders, Jason Rivers, 3 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
So as you saw, they marked off the 10-yard holding penalty against the Crusaders, and then 15 yards for the personal foul. So give the Crusaders 5 yards from that spot.
And Kahuku has been penalized 5 times for 50 yards already in the first half.
Bobby George comes back under center for the St. Louis Crusaders. And remember, he was injured back on a crucial 4th down play in the second quarter when he got nailed by lineman Tala Esera. So George, who got replaced by Chris Sokugawa midway through the second quarter, back on the field trying to see if he can lead his team to a state championship for the second time in 3 years. B.J. Batts will start the second half in the backfield, and the give is to Batts right up the middle, and he gets crushed. Ola Kubota meets B.J. Batts head on before the White Shirts come up to help their linebacker.
Ola Kubota, number 44, just a spark plug in the middle there. And here you see the HHSAA replay. Again, George with a simple, quick inside zone handoff, and filling the gap quickly was Kubota, only a junior. He's going to be one to watch next season. 5'8", 200 pounds, a real fire plug inside.
Gain of a yard by Bats. He'll come out, and Prince Brown will now check in. George with triple receivers. Now Ross Dickerson comes in motion to the near side. Here comes George. Back, going for Rivers. He cannot find his target as he overthrows his 6'3" receiver out of bounds. It'll bring up 3rd and 9.
And that time, a great rush put on by everybody's all-state, preseason all-state pick, number 99, Johnathan Mapu, 6'3", 260 pounds. A rare sophomore starter on this football team, so one of the most experienced Kahuku linemen going into his 3rd year starting for this Kahuku Red Raider defense.
So Bobby George on 3rd and 9. Will once again send Ross Dickerson in motion and flip-flops back to the far side. George firing, has a man. It is dropped by Fernandez. He would have been short of a first down by about a yard anyways.
And Fernandez that time electing to take his eyes off the ball as he tried to run before he really got a handle on it. Here's the Verizon Hawaii replay, and we'll see what I'm talking about. Again, here's George, who's only 7 for 14 in the first half for 74 yards. Not typical numbers for him. And here's Fernandez, just didn't look the ball in, tried to turn upfield and get the first down and paid for it.
Tito Salas will drop back in punt formation to kick it away. It's a good high end-over-end kick. Here comes the ball. It'll take a bounce at the 20. Good AstroTurf bounce, and finally down by Dickerson at about the 15-yard line. So Kahuku will start 1st and 10. Actually, they'll spot it at the 20 as one of the umpires indicating that the ball was actually touched at the 20.
Pride of the North Shore. Again, the community support has been outstanding again this year for Kahuku. And if they can repeat, I think you'll have a parade maybe until the wee hours of the morning again there, Kevin. And Inoke Funaki there, 6 foot, 180 pound, and a long line of brothers is Kolo and Vai Funaki, also quarterback the Red Raiders.
Outstanding student as well. So Kahuku with its first possession of the second half. Give and fumbled by Funaki. Ball is loose. He picks it up. And now here comes the swarm of Navy jerseys converging around Inoke Funaki. They'll lose about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play as we take a look at Kavai Kernan, the first guy there.
Kavai Kernan, number 43, just a stud linebacker, 5'10", 205. Here's the Marukai replay. Again, that ball intended for a deep handoff in the backfield to Pula, and it just glanced off of his shoulder pads or his hip, and he never really got it.
So almost a dangerous play as Pula had that ball go right off his hip. So a loss of 2, 2nd and 12. The give will be to Pula, bounces to the outside. Pula cannot get to the outside, but does struggle forward past the original line of scrimmage. He'll gain maybe 3 yards before he gets finally wrapped up. Initial hit made by, I believe, that was Jonah Lakatani.
And there's the Royal Adventure replay. Again, Pula, blazing speed, unable to get outside. And Lakatani and Taolai Fanoti there, who's from Kahuku. His older brother, Tonio Fanoti, is an Outland Trophy finalist as an offensive lineman for the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
So 3rd down and 8 after the gain of 4 yards. Option play by Funaki. Funaki splits it the middle. He's going to go into daylight. It's a foot race. No one will catch Inoke Funaki. 77 yards for a Kahuku touchdown.
And again, Funaki, not known as a great runner or passer per se, but can do everything. The all-around, probably the best all-around quarterback in the state, and he shows you why right there, running that option. Again, no one runs it as deftly as he does, and to take it on the house, here's the Mountain Dew replay. Again, running down the line, Funaki with the fake, and he cuts back against the grain, and he's gone. A quarterback with that kind of a speed and athleticism is hard to defend with.
And Solomon Lee, in the meantime, adds the extra point. 9:07 left to play here in this third quarter, and Kahuku jumps out in front once again, 14-7 on the 77-yard run by Inoke Funaki. 4 plays, 79 yards, elapsed time, 1 minute, 40 seconds.
And now Kahuku with over 200 yards rushing in the game, and that's their strong suit. This season, they were able to spread the ball around via the run and the pass. No need for the pass this time. Funaki only 1 for 6 for a measly 9 yards and 1 interception. But again, the running game with Pula and Funaki on that option working like a charm tonight.
Well, that was a great play there by the downfield blocking as the line just got kind of sucked in, and that allowed when Funaki was able to cut it back towards the opposite side of the field. It was just a matter of him sprinting down the sideline. 14-7 our score. The defending state champions reassume the lead.
And the North Shore faithful, there are rocking the stands on the opposite side of us here. A sea of red.
High kick by Lee. It's heading towards the out of bounds. Instead, it'll be picked up by Salas at about the 19. Salas heading toward the near side. Salas needs blockers before he gets finally dragged down at the 37-yard line. Kyle Giuliano was there to make the special team stop on Tito Salas.
And Giuliano, that's 2 really big plays he's made so far in this game. If you recall on that 4th down play, and here you see the Mountain Dew replay, he tipped that ball out of Rivers' hands in what would have been an apparent touchdown, and then he saved the touchdown on that return. As you take another look at the incredible run by Funaki, cutting against the grain, the presence of mind to flip the ball to his inside arm and just taking off down the field. Tremendous field vision, a field general, a humble student athlete, student of the game, a tremendous role model for the youngsters out in the North Shore. And there's Giuliano, as I said before, 2 big plays, a touchdown saving tackle on special teams and a tip ball as a nickel back playing against Rivers.
So now here comes St. Louis as the Red Raider crowd chanting defense. George, here comes the rush. He'll fire it, has a man. Fernandez has it. Fernandez, but it's dropped. Fumble. And now they're going to rule it incomplete. Boy, a late call by the official on the far sideline. At first, we were wondering if it was a catch, and then he ruled it incomplete.
I guess the official is ruling that he never had possession of the ball. It looked as though he did tuck it in. It wouldn't have mattered. Even if he did catch the ball, he fumbled out of bounds. St. Louis would have retained possession. Maybe we'll get a look at it here on the replay. But again, George suffering no ill effects from that hit, coming back and hitting his receiver in stride.
Well, you think Bobby George, the 6', 185-pound junior, wants this game in the worst way? I mean, he will play through the pain. 2nd and 10. George, again with a drop, fires, looking for Rivers. He's got it. Rivers finally dragged out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Good play defensively. One-on-one tackle was the cornerback, George Perry.
George Perry, number 27, a 5'11", 160-pound junior. He'll be back. And there's Rivers. Again, fans of Hawaii football are really being treated to 2 outstanding individual offensive talents in Rivers and Pula. Just outstanding players at their position, the 2 best in the state, bar none.
So it goes for a 9-yard hookup. 3rd and 1. Prince Brown in the backfield. And a quarterback sneak by George on a quick snap, and he'll have the first down. Good alert play there by the center, Howard Harbottle, as he quick snapped it to his quarterback.
And that time they caught Kahuku napping the inside interior line. Here you see the replay, the all-sport replay. Interior line, a quick hard count, and they were caught sleeping. Linebackers playing way too deep in that situation, and an easy first down quarterback sneak for George.
Probably thinking that the battering ram, Prince Brown, would get the carry. Instead, George completely fooled the other side. So 1st and 10. Quick swing pass and drop. Tito Salas had a reception, and that's about the 3rd or 4th drop we've seen by St. Louis receivers this evening, Coach.
Very uncharacteristic of St. Louis. Again, the run and shoot. Everybody talks about June Jones bringing the run and shoot here, as you see on the Minihuni replay. But actually, Tommy Lee, Cal's older brother, brought it in when they coached together at Kaiser, and there Tito Salas just no concentration, not looking the ball in. And again, a run and shoot team with a case of a dropsies, that could be a bad omen for them.
John Amano replaces Salas in the lineup. George dropping back to pass under a four-man rush. Pump fake, fires, completes it out to Dickerson. Dickerson tries to cut, stays in bound, and finally gets dragged down at his shoelaces. Good job there by the safety, Sola Soliai, coming up to make the stop on Ross Dickerson.
Soliai, a 6 foot, 180-pound senior. He's the leader of a very young secondary. Again, he's been a starter since his sophomore year. Here you see the Dietrich Insurance replay. And Soliai reading the play here. Good protection, by the way. And Dickerson, one of the niftiest runners. Soliai just keeps a handle on the jersey and brings him down. Nice play.
So 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up here. Tito Salas comes back in and now drops in motion. George dropping, firing, going for Rivers, underthrown slightly, and it falls incomplete. Tremaine Otto there defensively for the Red Raiders. It'll bring up 4th down, and it looks like that the Crusaders will have to punt it away.
Tremaine Otto, 5'10", 170. Again, here's the Tanioka's Seafood and Catering replay. And again, George out of the shotgun. And here you see kind of a wobbler and an incidental contact made, but both players going for the ball. Good non-call there by the official.
So 4th down, and Salas will kick it away. Here comes the rush, but he gets it off. James Camera, the receiver, will drop back. He'll take it up to 10. Camera, there's just absolutely nothing. He gets spun down at the 17-yard line. And Ross Dickerson, known more for his catching than his tackling, was there to make the play. Also, Keahua Bowman also assisting on the tackle.
And here's the Paina Bar and Grill replay. Again, Camera, not known as a returner. Farron Longa Fonoi Moana usually does the lion's share of the returns, but here Camera gets a chance and gets strung up pretty quickly there.
We're seeing less of Longa Fonoi Moana, who just does a little bit of everything. He also returns punts, but so far we've seen a new punter come in for Kahuku, and Camera's back there returning punts.
Maybe he's hurt. We've got to find that out.
Well, Fonoi Moana is in the game, and here comes Funaki, and he'll get dragged down. They tried to go to the option, and look at that, 6-7 blue jerseys around him, and making initial contact as they start unpiling Taulai Fonoti.
And here's the Price Busters replay again. They try a trap option to the weak side, and St. Louis, nothing doing there as a host of guys led by number 24, and that's Timo Paipuli, put a stop to that.
Now Paipuli playing the Sam position. So after that loss of 6 yards, it'll bring up 2nd and 16. Crusaders really stacking the line. Pitch back to Kimo Lungchu. Lungchu gets wrapped up. One-on-one, great tackle. Once again, it's Paipuli on the stop.
Paipuli, again, that's Sam position. That's football jargon for strong outside linebacker. Here's the Midas replay. And again, Paipuli just able to freelance on the strong side wherever there's a tight end or an extra slot receiver. And again, St. Louis coming out with a few new wrinkles, usually known for their 3-4 defense. They're coming out with a 4-2 to try to stop this running game, and a 4-3 now to stop this Kahuku run game.
So 3rd down coming up, Pula in the backfield. They'll give it to Pula straight up the middle, and he's going to go nowhere. Boy, John Ciofele, Toli Fili Liu Fau, the two guys who met the runner right at the line of scrimmage.
And Liu Fau, among the premier defensive linemen in the state, at 6'3", 290, as you see the Joy of Cola replay. And here's Funaki, just a straight inside handoff. And again, St. Louis right now made some adjustments. They came out in a 4-2 defense in the first half. Now they've brought an extra linebacker, 4-3, not respecting the passing game of Kahuku, stemming their Sam backer, that's Paipuli, in the run game, and taking that away from Kahuku so far early.
So the young sophomore, Makana Nicodemus, to kick it away. He's struggling. He once again gets off a very difficult punt, but it takes a good AstroTurf roll, as it will keep on rolling to the 49-yard line of the Red Raiders.
That one took an additional 20-yard bounce. He was lucky on that one.
Well, Nicodemus, the young sophomore, what a position for this. The guy just called up from the JV to be called upon. He was playing JV, and then he gets called up, and now in the biggest game of the year gets called to do the duties, and the young sophomore has really struggled.
He has. I'm surprised Fanoi Moana is not back there. Hopefully they'll make that adjustment, or Nicodemus may cost them.
So first down and 10 for the Crusaders, an excellent field position. Swing pass incomplete. He's one hop that one to Ross Dickerson. Boy, and Bobby George has looked great at times, and at others he has just looked very, very, very confused.
That time there was pressure, and he was forced to let the ball go quickly. Sione Olivao, number 43. And there's a redhead from the Kahuku North Shore area. I like that.
I wonder who her hairstylist is. Second down and 10. Prince Brown in the backfield. Now here comes Salas in motion. George, inside counter to Dickerson, and Dickerson struggles forward to the 46-yard line.
And both defenses really snuffing out that inside counter. Again, Mapu right there along with Liu Fao, tremendous. And there's a young Kahuku Red Raider, painted face and everything. Again, the football fever on the North Shore is such that these little kids, they don't want to be the next Barry Sanders or Emmett Smith. They want to be the next Mulivai Pula.
Or the next Inoke Funaki, or the next Johnathan Mapu, like that guy right there. Third down and 7. George out of shotgun. Kahuku showing blitz, here they come. George backpedaling, fires, has a man open, incomplete, intended for Tito Salas, was wide open at the 30-yard line.
Again, on third down, here's the joy of Kola replay, and Kahuku coaching staff electing to send a blitz, and they do. And again, George throwing off his back foot under tremendous pressure. George now just 9 for 23 for 88 yards, not typical numbers. And and it's 14-7. Again, the Red Raiders with the lead.
Salas will kick it away. Salas, nice high kick as he angles it. Camera back there. The ball will take a nice Kahuku bounce to about the 18-yard line before Taulai Fonotti is finally there to bring it down. The punt travels to the 19-yard line, and Kahuku will take over once again as they survive the St. Louis offensive threat. And there is a very unhappy Cal Lee. Hey, the Goodwill Football Classic will be played a week from tonight right here at the Aloha Stadium, the best of the OIA and the ILH. It's the Goodwill Football Classic, courtesy of HUB Foundation.
I've had the opportunity to coach, and that's a very enjoyable game for the players.
So Kahuku on first and 10. They give us to Pula down to the outside. Gets to the outside. Down the sideline he goes. It's a foot race. No one.
He is gone.
Mulivai Pula. Touchdown. 81 yards.
And Mulivai Pula, and that may have been the stake in the heart for the St. Louis Crusaders, unable to stop first Funaki on the option, and now a simple off tackle with Pula showing his speed and explosiveness. 81, 82 yards. Again, they look like the big red machine of old right now.
And they are certainly establishing, Coach, power football, smash mouth style as we've seen. Solomon Lee to add the extra point, and he punches it through the uprights. 3:11 left to play, third quarter, and all of a sudden, Kahuku 21, St. Louis 7 on the first play from scrimmage. Mulivai Pula coast 81 yards.
And again, what a change. Last week you saw St. Louis put a stop to the run game of Kailua. Here's the joy of Kola replay, but they can't stop the run game of Kahuku. As you see here, Mulivai Pula, great lead block, off tackle, and again, the best running back in the state of Hawaii, bar none. 5'11", 215, runs a 10,900 meters. Forget about it, he is gone.
And credit like you said, Coach, Stanley Pula, the fullback, with a great block as he just blew Kawhi Kernan right out of your tube.
And Stanley Pula at 5'11", 250, no shrinking violet when it comes to blocking and lead blocking. And there's that tomahawk chop, the Red Raider faithful. They are going crazy. They look to extend their perfect undefeated record. And there you see, leave no doubt, Mulivai Pula.
17 carries, 191 yards on the ground as the Kahuku offense, especially the running game, shredding the Crusaders' defense. The kickoff will come down to Salas at the 20. Looking for the wall. Salas gets hit, and now here comes the white shirts, and he'll get tripped up and finally gets buried under a sea of red and white. Tony Ungalu, 52, and now a late flag will come down, and we could have a personal foul. I'm not sure who it's going to be called against. It's going to be against the Red Raiders.
Again, and Kahuku doesn't need that. I mean, they're very caught up in the emotion of the game right now. They can't afford that kind of penalties to let St. Louis back in the game.
Personal foul on the kicking team. 15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
So it's Mike Goshima, the lead official in this 2001 Chevron State Tournament game out of the ILH, indicates the penalty. 8 penalties, 75 yards marked off against the Red Raiders. And that has one element that has hurt them in this game, Coach Hernandez.
Yes, they have to avoid that in the future.
The chant of defense from the Kahuku sideline. George, here comes the rush. He'll fire it, caught by Rivers. Rivers trying to backpedal. This time, however, unlike last week against Kailua, he will get stopped after a gain of maybe 6 yards. And now a late penalty flag thrown in the backfield, I believe. Nope, they're going to pick up the flag.
Well, Kahuku is doing such a tremendous job. Their defensive front 7 is not only rushing the passer.
Personal foul, roughing the passer on the defense. 15 yards from the end of the play. First down.
Well, that time roughing, not rushing the passer call. But again, they're so jacked up and on such an emotional high. Their D lineman is rushing the passer. The ball is away. They're redirecting, sprinting downfield, making tackles downfield. But they have to contain their enthusiasm. That's 2 costly penalties. That's going to get St. Louis right back in this contest.
And the Crusaders have gotten 30 yards in penalties because Kahuku just could not contain their emotions. Outside slot give to Keahua Bowman. So Bowman trying to run to the outside before he gets horse collared by Sola Soliai at the 34-yard line. And Sola Soliai, a very impressive athlete, Coach.
He really is. Here's the no foods of Hawaii replay. I haven't seen a better free safety than Sola Soliai. At 6 feet 180, would be a linebacker in many programs. Again, they bring him up in the run game, able to cover center field. It reminds me of the Buccaneers' John Lynch in the way that he plays.
Hard hitter and a very short tackler. Gain of 4 for Bowman on the last play. Prince Brown in the backfield. Kahuku now rushing the line. They'll fire it out, incomplete, intended for Salas. And once again, it's Sola Soliai on coverage as he shadowed Tito Salas all the way from the snap of the football till the end of the play.
Well, if it's not drop passes, it seems like there's a lot of mistiming on the routes between the quarterback and the receiver. Here you see the no foods replay. And again, George, a lot of time to throw the ball, and he just kind of airs it out on that one. And again, the Kahuku defense doing a great job.
Boy, this is a big third down here. Crusaders trailing by 2 touchdowns. They could use a first down here. George dropped to pass. Here comes a flag, and the pass is caught to the 25-yard line by Rivers. He will have a first down, but let's check the penalty marker. This could come back, as there was a possibility that we had some movement at the line of scrimmage, and Cal Lee certainly knows it.
Cal Lee very unhappy. As well, he should be.
So a first down play from George to Rivers, all for naught, as now the penalty comes back to hurt St. Louis.
Illegal motion on the offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat third down.
So push the ball back 5 more yards. It'll make it third down and 11. Ball at the 39-yard line officially.
And there you see Coach Levi bedecked in lays.
Siuaki Levi, one of the outstanding coaches in all of Hawaii football. 3rd and 11. Dickerson in motion. George, here comes the rush. Fires over the middle. It is through the hands of Dickerson. But that's great coverage there as Ola Kubota playing defense, forcing the incomplete pass to Ross Dickerson.
This is exactly the kind of game that the Kahuku defense wants to be in. Again, here's the Hawaiian Airlines replay. They jump out on you, and then you're forced to pass to catch up, and they just pin their ears back and come after you. And here's that play. It actually was in the hands of Dickerson and Joshua Hodge, middle linebacker.
So give Joshua Hodge credit there defensively. 4th down and 11. Huge play for the Crusaders. They'll go for it here. Bobby George with Brown in the backfield. Here comes the rush. George steps up in the pocket. May want to run. He will. He will not get the first down as he crosses to the 30-yard line.
And he took a shot in the head. A clean shot, but a very hard shot. Here's the HHSAA replay. And again, George, not something that the St. Louis quarterbacks are accustomed to doing, is taking off and running, and takes a shot there. And that's number 27, George Perry.
Well, that was the last thing that St. Louis needed, another stop on an offensive possession. And now Kahuku, all of a sudden, Coach Hernandez, has become a big strike, big play offense. Their last 3 plays have gone well over 75 yards each. 77-yard touchdown run by Funaki, an 81-yard touchdown run by Pula.
That's the first team timeout charge for the second half for Kahuku.
2 of those last plays resulting in very long touchdowns. Timeout called by the Red Raiders, and Siuaki Levi is not happy with his offense for burning a timeout here. That's their first of the second half.
Well, what's disheartening for a defense like St. Louis is that they're giving up long runs, and that's demoralizing for their defensive front.
All right, we'll take a short timeout with 2:12 left to play here in this third quarter. It's Kahuku, the defending champions, leading St. Louis 21-7, back on the Jumbotron Television Network and the Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports.
Say hello to service. Say hello to people who care. Say hello to quality at a lower price than anywhere. Say hello to good buys. Say hello to Price Busters.
Kevin Hashiro and the coach Darren Hernandez rejoining you back here at Aloha Stadium, where the defending state champions making a statement here in this third quarter, leading 21-7. They'll take over 1st and 10. And that's going to be Pula in motion. Instead, they'll give it right up the middle to Kimo Lungchu, and Lungchu gets wrapped up by Taulai Fonoti. 1-on-1, and certainly Taulai Fonoti knows a little bit about his former teammates and his friends on the North Shore.
Again, grew up with all of these guys, and Fonoti, no stranger to the Kahuku football team, actually played for the Ko'olaulea Pop Warner Youth Football League with a lot of these guys, so he knows them. Again, there's some mixed feelings. I'm sure the Fonoti parents, Mr. and Mrs. Fonoti, have mixed feelings.
Of course, Taulai attended Kahuku his freshman year before transferring to St. Louis 3 years ago. Option play again by Funaki, and this time Funaki will get bottled up as here comes the white and the navy jerseys. And Funaki will get enough forward progress up to about the 34-yard line. And Funaki slow in getting up.
And here's the HHSAA replay. Again, Funaki running the option. This time it closes quickly. Takes a shot on the shoulder. But what a tough guy. You're going to have to carry him out before he comes out of this game.
Oh, that really says a lot of this young man. A 3-year starter for the Red Raiders. And certainly an important instrument to their success. On 3rd down, they'll bounce Pula to the outside, but here come the Navy jerseys, and they'll string Pula short of a first down at the 35-yard line. Leading the charge was number 91, Kama McKeague, an outstanding defensive lineman for the Raiders, as well as that guy right there, Paul Alatu, the starting free safety.
Paul Alatu, also one of the top 2 or 3 safeties in high school football. 5'11", 185, closes well on the run.
So Makana Nicodemus, the young sophomore, again dropping back into punt formation. Again, we've chronicled his struggles in this game, kicking the ball. Here comes the rush, almost blocked, but it's a high floating kick. As Kainoa Fernandez is going to let the ball bounce. And Tony Nungalu will finally put the ball down at the 43-yard line. And that, Coach Hernandez, will be the final play of the third quarter, a quarter which has seen the Kahuku Red Raiders explosive. 77-yard touchdown run by Inoke Funaki, 81-yard touchdown run by Mulivai Pula on their next offensive play from scrimmage. And the defending state champions, Coach, only 12 minutes away from their second consecutive state championship. And on the other side, 12 minutes away from perhaps Coach Cal Lee calling it quits with a loss.
Again, this is one of those games where in the future people will say, I was there, I was at that game. And it's going to be one for the ages. And again, you can bet that St. Louis, such a good passing team as they have been, they're going to be trying to come back here as we see the Midas touch. Fantastic face of the game. And it's our redhead. There we are.
She's got to look a little bit more enthusiastic than that. She wins a good prize, you know. And gets, of course, pushed out of the way by fellow Kahuku
I like
fans.
the redhead.
So we begin the fourth quarter of action. Crusaders need to play catch-up down by 14. George back to pass on first down. Fires caught by Fernandez. Very close to a first down as he gets inside Red Raider territory to perhaps the 47-yard line. Close enough perhaps to measure, but it looks like he's going to be short by about half a yard.
And there's Levi exhorting his troops, making sure that they stay focused and concentrated on what they're doing. Again, that last one you saw Fernandez making sure that he got the ball and didn't try to run before he caught it like the last one.
Fernandez had a drop back in the third quarter, so second down and 1. John Amano in motion to the far side. The give will be to Prince Brown. Brown will have the first down as he is hit at the line of scrimmage by Ola Kubota. But he will again have enough for a first down.
Ola Kubota. He's something else. I like this guy. 5'8", 200 pounds. Here's the Mountain Dew replay. I mean, he sees a hole and he's going to fill it. And it's very rare that you see 230-pound Prince Brown get driven backwards by anybody.
So far, the triumvirate of Prince Brown, Justin Kabansag, and B.J. Batts have not really created a dent. Their running backs, St. Louis's running backs, have really been a cause of concern for defensive coordinators in the playoffs. Here comes the rush, and George is nailed. Oh, he got leveled from the blind side by Quinlan Adolfo.
Quinlan Adolfo. Here's the all-sport replay. Quinlan Adolfo doesn't even start for Kahuku. He comes in obvious passing situations, would start for any other team. Just a tremendous inside move there. There you see Adolfo, 6'1", 200 pounds.
This defensive line has created havoc for Bobby George almost all evening long. Second and 10. This time George out of shotgun. Here comes the rush again. George being chased by Mapu, and he is dropped. Johnathan Mapu, 6'3", 250 pounds, and he came in with a full head of steam and somehow caught Bobby George from behind.
Johnathan Mapu. Oh my goodness. The Rock, they call him. Here's the Menehune Water Company replay, and here we got a good look at him. Again, just takes an outside rush on big number 68, Mesepa Reed, and just takes down. That's a takedown right there.
Nebraska,
there's the Rock.
Nebraska, Colorado, Washington, Utah, BYU, and Hawaii all want the services of that young man. Third and long. George is hit. His arm is hit as he throws. The pass falls incomplete. I believe that was Joshua Hodge.
Joshua Hodge. Ola Kubota was there as well. Tremendous rush. Here's the Menehune Water Company replay, and I have not seen a St. Louis offensive line manhandled this way. I mean, Prince Brown is staying in to block, and they are just being manhandled by the front four of Kahuku. Again, they're in an obvious passing down situation every play. They're just coming after him.
Snap to Salas as he will pooch it away. Nice high floating kick. He is angling to the sideline to take a bounce towards the middle of the field and finally down at the 23, 24-yard line. And once again, the St. Louis offense, Coach Hernandez, which has really been a nightmare for opposing defensive coordinators through the playoffs, has been stifled. And Tim Seaman, the offensive coordinator, having a tough time to figure out how he's going to get this train, this locomotive of his teams gotten going.
Tim Seaman, again, a former head coach in the OIA, very frustrated right now with what's happening.
9:50 left, and now Kahuku can start thinking about running time off the clock, up by 2 touchdowns. Play action. Funaki will flare it out to Camera. Camera to the 30, and he'll be brought down as Paula Latu made initial contact. Well, James Camera has been almost a silent individual. I believe that is his first catch of the evening.
Here's the Dietrich Insurance replay. And again, Pula with that, they got to respect the run game, so that play action to Camera. Camera, again, what a tough guy. 6'3", 184, takes a lot of hits, catches the ball over the middle. He may grow into a Division I tight end.
Now, certainly at 6 feet 3 inches tall, has a lot of upside. Give to Pula. Pula trying to bounce it to the outside, but it gets hit at the 30. And once again, Timo Paiapuli has really been a gladiator, and now a late marker thrown at the far sideline. But Timo Paiapuli, we mentioned, has just been a warrior for St. Louis in this game, coming up with tackle after tackle after tackle.
And tackle they have to do, because this Kahuku offense, close to 300 yards rushing now.
The flag apparently is going to be against the Red Raiders.
Dead ball, personal foul on the offense, 15 yards from the end of the run. It'll be 3rd down.
And once again, Coach, we mentioned the fact that Kahuku has just been unable to control their emotions. The 3rd personal foul penalty in the second half.
And that hurts. And here's the Tihati replay. And Pula going outside, and just a late flag here. And Levi, Coach Levi has to be disgusted with all of the stuff that has transpired here with the penalties.
Well, he's letting Longafonoi Moana have it. 3rd down and long, and they'll give it to Pula, and this time he gets strung out. St. Louis not even biting. Kavai Kernan was there, Paiapuli, also Kama McKeague, Isaiah Robbins. Boy, 4 Crusaders there to swarm right over Mulivai Pula.
Well, Kahuku must avoid a couple of things. First of all, they can't get too conservative here and just try to run dives up the middle to melt the clock. And the second thing is those personal fouls and penalties. A combination of those two could be dangerous and could open the door for an explosive St. Louis offense. Again, Rivers hasn't been untracked yet, but he can get untracked in a hurry.
Bad snap. Here comes the rush. Ball is loose in the end zone. They'll have it at the 1-yard line. In fact, inside the 1-yard line. Oh, my, huge play there. As recovering the football was Jonah Lakatani. And again, we chronicled the struggles of the punter, Makana Nicodemus, and this time it costs him dearly.
And here's the Paina Bar and Grill replay. Bobbles the snap, doesn't have the presence of mind to jump on it, tries to get it. Lakatani very close to a touchdown. And Kahuku in a hole now. And those personal foul penalties created this situation for the Red Raiders.
Boy, are they ever in a hole. 1st and 10, as now St. Louis will line up in their elephant formation. B.J. Batts in the backfield, line up behind Prince Brown. They'll give it to Brown. He's in. Touchdown. Late penalty marker, however, at the line of scrimmage. Let's check the flag first. And Cowley shaking his head. He believes this flag is against his team.
Prince Brown, 230-pound jackhammer. He's the guy you want to give the ball to in this situation. If this is against St. Louis, it would be costly.
Illegal procedure on the offense. 6 men on the line of scrimmage. Repeat 1st down.
Wow. Boy, penalties, Coach. Penalties are just hurting both of these teams.
Well, let's see the Pina Bar and Grill. If we can see who went off I believe the quarterback stepped backwards before he actually got the snap from center.
I'll tell you
That's
what.
an unusual penalty.
I'll tell you what, Coach. I've seen worse than that this evening. But that was a close call.
That was.
Sixth penalty now for 40 yards whistle against the Crusaders. Again, the lineup in their elephant formation. Bats in the backfield. Prince Brown, the lead fullback. Play action. George looking to the end zone. Incomplete. Slip. Chris Tokugawa, the backup quarterback, lining up as a tight end on the left side. Slipping. I believe he may have slipped on the debris that's in the field.
And here's the Price Busters replay. George had Prince Brown wide open in the end zone in the flat and didn't see him. And just flat out didn't see him. Amazing.
Boy, Bobby George has made some really bad decisions in this game. Like you said, Prince Brown wide open in the flat.
And again, throwing the ball to your backup quarterback. Why not throw it to a proven receiver in that situation?
They'll send Rivers in motion to the far side. Toss sweep, Bats to the 5, and he'll go to the 4, perhaps. Joshua Hodge as well as Tuika Tufunga there, and another penalty marker. This time it'll come down in the St. Louis Crusader backfield.
And it looks like it's going to be illegal motion again.
Illegal motion on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second
There
down.
it is, illegal motion, a backbreaker, and Cal Lee cannot believe what he's seeing. If this is his final high school game as a coach, then I'm sure he doesn't want to remember it this way, being in the red zone in a great situation and now being pushed back because of penalties.
Second and goal at the 10. So they'll come out this time and spread the field with 4 receivers. Brown, the blocker in the backfield. George back to pass, looking for Rivers, has him, touchdown. Nice curl pattern there to Jason Rivers, and this time Bobby George finds his mark. 10-yard touchdown pass, George to Jason Rivers, his second of the game for Jason Rivers.
Jason Rivers is the most explosive offensive force here for St. Louis. Here's the Midas replay. Bobby George has been struggling, completing less than 50% of his passes, and here he finds Rivers, just a short corner route into the end zone.
Michael Hauer to attempt the point after. This is an important extra point with about 7 minutes left to play. Good hold there by Guy Rodriguez, and Hauer splits the uprights. 7:05 left. Hey, we got a brand new ball game. Crusaders now trail by 7 at 21-14.
Yes, we do. We have a very even ball game. If you look at the scoreboard, each team with 10 first downs apiece. Here's the Joy of Cola replay. And there's George. Excellent protection this time. They put Mapu on the inside, and he gets manhandled and taken down. And Rivers there beating Perry with a defensive mismatch there. Perry at 5'10", 5'11", and Rivers at 6'2".
5-play drive covering 10 yards, 36 seconds. And of course, St. Louis maybe making it a little bit more difficult as it should have been. They had a first and goal ball right at the 1-inch line. By the way, Bobby George, 12 out of 29 for 116 yards.
And much too difficult for this man to bear. I mean, he's gotten a couple of gray hairs after this red zone drive here.
So now St. Louis and Cal Lee will call upon his defense to get another stop of the Kahuku Red Raider offense, which has just been stifling. Hauer will scrib it. Onside kick. It'll head out of bounds. Oh, my. Almost getting that football was one of these Crusader specialists. Oh, man, that was so close. And I believe
Ross Dickerson
wow,
is just a special teams maven. He's been all over the field making tackles, covering kicks.
So the Kahuku Red Raiders, after the ball was touched by Dickerson and then it went out of bounds.
Illegal procedure on the kicking team. Kahuku will take the ball. We're in out of bounds. First down.
So they'll take this ball at the spot where Ross Dickerson touched it, which is at the 38-yard line. So Inoke Funaki, the senior, with 7:05 left, trying to preserve a touchdown lead. Option play. Funaki, boy, getting bottled up. and finally swarmed under by the Navy shirts. Tawalai Funaki once again making a play defensively for the Crusaders.
Big play there by Funaki. Here's the Hawaiian Airlines replay. Again, here's that option, and now he's going to fake the pitch and try to cut back. Only Funaki is there. No one else is playing inside out on the football. If Funaki doesn't make that tackle, there's just green in front of him. Big play by Funaki.
And that's a good job also by Tolifili Leofau to make sure that Funaki cuts it back upfield right into the hands of Funaki. 2nd and 10. They'll give it up the middle this time, crossing the 40 to perhaps the 41-yard line. I believe that is Irvin Atuaya. Check that. Number 33 got the carry. That is Robert Tuifua. And Tolifili Leofau with the stop defensively for the Crusaders.
And here's the replay. Tuifua, one of the undersized fullbacks at only 5'10", 200. And I say that tongue-in-cheek. And he gets the carry. Again, being ultra-conservative is Kahuku in this situation. I don't know if that's a smart thing to do here.
5:47 left. Big play here for the Crusaders. Play action by Funaki. He's going to get dragged. Fires out. Caught. It'll be well short of a first down, but I think we're going to have a face mask penalty called on the defender, right on the face mask of Inoke Funaki.
Again, Cal Lee with a pained expression on his face. He knows that, again, that was not an intentional face mask, but still a face mask nonetheless.
The pass was complete to Kammerer at his own 47-yard line.
Face mask against the defense. There was also illegal procedure against the offense. Penalties were offset.
Offsetting penalties.
Oh my! And St. Louis just bought itself a huge break.
And here's the first Hawaiian Bank replay. And Funaki, again, heads up play, but just grabbing the face mask. Funaki able to wiggle free. And catching the pass actually was number 89, Keli'i Kahanui, 6'4", 245.
So here we go. We'll play it over again on 3rd down and 6. Funaki, big chase by Leofau. Gets away from him. Gets away from another guy. Cuts back. He'll have the first down before he gets squashed. Ball is loose. Ball is loose. Let's see who's got it.
Funaki was absolutely leveled.
Crusaders say they have it, and they point, and they do. Timo Paiapuli with another big play for the Crusaders.
Paiapuli. Here's the Verizon Hawaii replay. Let's see what happens. Again, Funaki showing great maneuverability in the pocket, able to escape, pulling it down. Nifty run here, but gets absolutely leveled by Kawhi Kernan.
Tawalai Funaki came and actually put the hat, but he simply lost the football as he cut upfield. New life for the Crusaders. 5:24 left. St. Louis trailing by a touchdown. George back to pass, swings it out to Fernandez, has blockers. Fernandez to the outside. First down and more, and dragged out of bounds at the 30-yard line. First down, Crusaders.
And the momentum has shifted suddenly, and again, that muffed snap on the punt, as you look at the Marukai replay, coming back to haunt the Red Raiders. And here, Fernandez, atoning for an earlier drop, makes a great play, gets out of bounds, first down, stopping the clock, and St. Louis setting up shop in good territory here.
And Fernandez has to come out as he tweaked his ankle, so now coming into the game is Todd Dickerson. George flares out now, caught by Ross Dickerson. Dickerson sidestepping one, a nice stiff arm, gets the first down. What an effort by Ross Dickerson. He got away from 2 defenders, including a pretty nice stiff arm.
Ross Dickerson, the senior slot back. Here's the Royal Adventure Travel replay, airfares for less. And again, here's Bobby George showing confidence and cool in the pocket. He was wide open, nobody near him at all, and great moves and determination, shedding between 2 tacklers for a first down.
George Perry was the victim of the stiff arm. 1st and 10. Here come the Crusaders. George gets a nice block, fires incomplete. Tried to get it to Jason Rivers at the first down marker.
And that time a heavy pass rush caused that ball to be thrown incomplete and awkwardly. And again, Kahuku showing that they're going to have some resolve here inside the red zone. They're going to make a game of it. They're not going to let St. Louis march straight down. So we'll see what transpires here with 4:46 left.
Bobby George has to go over to his blocker, Prince Brown, because if Prince Brown doesn't make a block, he gets buried in his own backfield. 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 22-yard line. George, again, back to pass. Looking for the end zone. Looking for Rivers, or rather Dickerson, incomplete. Good coverage there. Number 22, Kyle Giuliano.
And number 26 is Todd Dickerson. Here's the all-sport replay, the younger brother of Ross. And here's Todd reaching for it. And good play by number 22. And that's, again, our guy, Kyle Giuliano. That's 3 big plays he's made. He's made 2 touchdown saving plays on pass defense. And here's the Menehune Water Company replay again. Just gets his hand in there and tips it. Giuliano, probably their best all-around cover guy for the Red Raiders.
3rd and 10. Red Raiders showing blitz. Now they back out. They'll lob it to the end zone. Rivers, he's got it and then could not hang on. Great play by George Perry as he got that ball out of the hands of the 6'4" Jason Rivers.
George Perry, who was beaten for a touchdown earlier. Here's the Menehune Water Company replay. Again, the excitement is unbelievable here. George Perry reaches up as Rivers is coming down and just rips the ball out. Tremendous individual effort by Perry.
Ball was also slightly underthrown, but again, credit Perry there for the pass breakup. 21-14, 4:32 remaining.
Fourth down.
4th and 10, Coach Hernandez. George dropping all kinds of time. Fires, caught, close to a 1st down. He's going to be short by a yard.
He's going to be short. He's going to be short.
Kainoa Fernandez was a yard away from getting the Crusaders a 1st down and keeping the drive alive. Instead, Kahuku will take over at its own 14-yard line.
Again, that pass, if it was delivered higher, here's the Dietrich Insurance replay. If that ball was delivered higher, it would have been a 1st down, but George having to squat and cradle it right there, costing him the 1st down. His legs are at the 1st down marker, but because he had to lean forward, the ball hit a yard short. A big defensive stop there, and there you see Coach Levi trying to get his guys going with just 4:26 left.
So now the Red Raiders trying to milk the clock. They will give it up the middle to Pula. Pula will be brought down at the 20-yard line by Paula Latu. And now maybe the Crusaders maybe have to consider thinking about using some timeouts to preserve the clock. But that was a pretty significant gain there up the middle by Pula.
Pula now with 200 yards rushing. Here's a Tanioka Seafood and Catering and Tihati replay. Again, Pula, just tremendous ability to run inside or outside. Great balance and explosiveness.
Clock now under 4 minutes left. In tight formation. The give is to Pula, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage, bounces away, and picks up forward progress up to perhaps the 21-yard line as Taulai Fonoti was there to make the initial hit, and looks like we will have a timeout called by the Crusaders.
And here's the Paina Bar and Grill replay.
Second half.
Again, just a straight handoff. Pula driving his feet. Again, Fonoti much bigger at 240, but unable to bring him down on first contact.
3 minutes, 45 seconds left. We'll take a short timeout, and when we return, the conclusion of the state championship game as Kahuku leads St. Louis 21-14. Back after this on the Jumbotron Television Network and the Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports.
No, 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 no. Nobody does it like no fool. Nobody does it like no fools. No fools.
Coach Cal Lee could be staring at the final 3 minutes, 45 seconds of his high school coaching career. Can his defense make one last effort to stop Kahuku and get his offense on the field, or will the Red Raiders come up with another big first down? We'll find out here on 3rd and 2. Funaki will have Stanley Pula and Mulivai Pula in the backfield. Tight formation. They'll give it. Nope, play action as Funaki's going to take it. He will have a first down. And now a late flag. We're going to have a clipping penalty against James Kammerer, the blocker.
And the sad thing about that penalty, Kevin, is that it happened at the conclusion of the play. It needed be there. There you see big 42, John Ciofele.
There were 2 fouls on the play. We had illegal procedure on the offense, 6 men on the line of scrimmage. We also had holding on the offense under the run.
So the holding against James Kammerer, like you said, Coach, it was a penalty that Kammerer did not need to commit.
And here's the Price Busters replay. Say hello to goodbyes. Again, just an obvious quarterback run outside, and see if we can see it here. We just got the tail end of it, but Kammerer did put his hand on the back arm of a St. Louis defender.
Illegal procedure on the offense. The penalty is declined. Holding on the offense, 10 yards from the end of the run. We'll repeat 3rd down.
So illegal procedure is negated. Instead, they'll call the hold right there. Little push there by James Kammerer right on the back of the safety, Chad Adviento.
That's an unfortunate penalty, and now it's 3rd and 10. And again, the penalties have really hurt Kahuku in this ball game.
Wow. Personal fouls, a holding penalty on 3rd down, which could have resulted in a first down. But now, St. Louis at 3rd and 11, trying to see for one last stand. Funaki, flare-out pass intended for Kammerer. He's going to get it. First down.
Kammerer redeems himself.
Boy, right between 2 defenders. Adviento, the cornerback, was one of them. But that's a great pass by Funaki and a great catch by Kammerer.
Here's the Midas replay. That may have been the play of the game for Kahuku offensively. Kammerer redeeming himself after committing that costly, stupid penalty. He comes back and snares one out of the air for a Kahuku first down. Happy holidays from Tanioka's Seafood and Catering.
14-yard pickup as we see again the replay. And meanwhile, as we'll go back to live action, Mulivai Pula straight up the gut, brought down by Kama McKeague, and now St. Louis will have to exhaust another timeout. They've got
That's
one
the second
left.
team
2
timeout.
minutes, 41
Charged
seconds
to St.
left.
Louis for the half.
Great play
Please reset the
between
game clock
Funaki and
to
Kammerer.
2:44.
That was tremendous. And Pula now with 22 carries for 200 yards. Just a tremendous effort. Brings to mind another great running back, Vaino Toa, in 1995 against these same St. Louis Crusaders, had 211 rushing yards.
Thank you.
In a losing effort.
So 2 minutes, 44 seconds left. We'll take a short break and we'll return. Kahuku leading St. Louis 21-14 on the Jumbotron Television Network and the Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports.
When it comes to taking care of people's cars, just look for the Jiffy Lube sign. Doing what it takes, one car at a time. Doing what it takes at Jiffy Lube.
Back here at Aloha Stadium and the North Shore Pride, 2:44 away from a back-to-back state championship. Kahuku leading St. Louis 21-14.
And Funaki with 3 for 9 for 30 yards, but none bigger than that last completion.
Pula up the middle, and he'll be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. It's been Kama McKeague up top as he got high, and Taulai Fonoti got low, and another timeout called by the Crusaders.
That is the third
going to be
and last team timeout for St. Louis for the game. Please reset the game clock to 2:40, please.
The clock will be reset, but a final timeout called by the St. Louis Crusaders. And just another reminder, well, let's check out the replay once again.
Thank you again.
Again, here's Pula driving his feet, but big 91, that's Kama McKeague, closing the door in a hurry. What I liked on that last series was the confidence that Levi had in Kammerer. I mean, here he commits a bad penalty, and he goes right back to him in a crucial situation, and he delivers.
Well, now that brings up a huge third down. 3rd and 5 is now again it's going to be the St. Louis Crusader defense will be called to the task again to try and make a stop here on 3rd down. But remember, they have no more timeouts left. And now, as you take a look at the stands, the rocking stands at the Kahuku sideline, for a brief instant we saw Johnathan Mapu. He's going to come in and line up as a tight end.
All the way from Kahuku and Laie and Haula and Ka'ava, they made that drive, and they're here supporting their Red Raiders.
2:40 left. The clock was reset. Big 3rd down here. Give it to Pula. Pula will get stood up, and he will not get the first down, as a host of Crusader jerseys will stop him shy of a first down, but the clock will continue to tick. No more timeouts for the Crusaders, and by the time they punt the ball away, it's going to be under 2 minutes left.
Well, here's the joy of Cola replay. Again, Pula off tackle. Running the football here. Again, but that punting situation, no easy matter for the Red Raiders. As you recall, the last time they tried to punt, disastrous effects.
So Crusaders just going to burn some time, as the clock is now at under 2 minutes, and they are just going to wait, and I believe they're going to call a timeout with 1 second left on the play clock. So Inoke Funaki with 1:53 left to play in this game, as they call a timeout. 4th down coming up for the Kahuku Red Raiders. We will take another short timeout, and when we return,
timeout for the Hats.
St. Louis possibly with the football. Find out. Be back after this on the Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports. One minute, 53 seconds remain on the clock. Crusaders looking for perhaps a block or maybe a return set up for Kainoa Fernandez. And Makana Nicodemus, who's had problem after problem with punts, is going to go back to kick once again. And maybe, Coach, a little bit of a surprise that it's not Longa Fanoi Moana who's going to push it away.
Again, Longa Fanoi Moana has really been invisible tonight as part of the game plan. I don't know why the reason is for that, but here's a crucial punting situation.
And they fake it, and they'll be close to a first down. It depends on the spot, as they snapped it to Fanoi Moana. Red Raiders indicating they got the first down. No indication yet.
I think they're going to measure, but if they got a first down, what a gutsy call here. And just as I was saying, Fanoi Moana was not a big part of the offense, and they are going to measure. They snap it to Fanoi Moana.
A great camera angle by the guys up there. Look at where the ball and the stick is, right on the money.
That's going to be very close.
This
is very close.
This could be the season. And they have the first down.
First down. And if they can hold on to the football, they will run out the clock. And on the Joy of Cola replay, let's look at it again. And it's not Fanoi, it is for Ferrin Fanoi Moana, the 5'8", 165-pound senior, and he lunges forward for the first down yardage at the last moment there. Again, taking everybody by surprise. A gutsy call in that situation. If they don't come up with the first down, that's it. And you see the St. Louis faithful start to trickle out as their Crusaders now need a miracle, need the ball on the carpet, or they're going to lose for the second straight year to this powerhouse Red Raider team from the OIA.
Again, like you said, Coach Hernandez, that took guts to call. Pula up the middle for Noti there to make the initial hit. But remember, the clock cannot be stopped by the Crusaders as they have used all of their timeouts. 1:13 left, 1:12 left.
To put it another way, it took ones the size of Kahuku watermelons to make that call in that situation. And Coach Levi, you got to hand it to him and his coaching staff. They just need to run out the clock here.
Under a minute left. The stands on the Kahuku sideline are shaking. And Funaki will simply put his knee down. The clock will continue to run. The Red Raiders may not have to run another play.
And for the second year in a row, and there you see Coach Levi getting doused with that traditional water cooler. For the second year in a row, the big red machine from the North Shore is going to take home the title.
One last snap, and that will do it. For the second year in a row, the state football championship will head back to the North Shore. Kahuku High School, back-to-back state championships.
And there's the man, Siwaki Levi. He's got to feel like $1 million right now to lead this program to the second straight state championship. All those years of futility when they continually lost to St. Louis in the Prep Bowl and got so close so many times, and now to come out on top 2 years in a row. Again, a tremendous accomplishment, not just for Coach Levi, but for the community, for the school, the faculty, the staff, everybody at Kahuku High School. Again, they deserve it. They work hard. There you see Pula. He would be my vote for MVP.
14 years in a row, St. Louis won state championships. As you'll take a look, as one of his assistant coaches sets up Coach Levi for the traditional winners.
And they get a twofer on that one. They get a double dose on that one.
Yeah, double your pleasure.
No doubt. Go Big Red.
Could we see Coach Hernandez, the makings of a dynasty in the Kahuku Red Raiders, now with back-to-back state championships?
Well, I know firsthand their JV is good. The JV won the OIA championship this year. They beat our Couple A team, and they're going to be strong again next season.
Inoke Funaki, the emotional leader for the Kahuku Red Raiders, leading Kahuku High School to another championship. And now we look to the other side of the field. The end of an era and an outstanding legacy as Coach Lee leaves high school football, unfortunately, on the short end of the stick. But make no mistake about it, Coach Hernandez, the legacy of Cal Lee will live for a long, 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 long time.
Oh, Cal Lee has set the standard and raised the bar higher than anyone will ever achieve again. Again, he is just... There's words and superlatives cannot describe or explain the job that he has done this season and in the last 17 years as head coach for this program. It's just been a tremendous run for Coach Lee. And there's Funaki on that 77-yard jaunt in the second quarter.
As you take a look at Inoke Funaki, who really broke that game open on the 77-yard touchdown run, which made the score at the time 13-7, and a very emotional Siwaki Levi. I mean, look at the pride on the man's face.
Again, words can't explain the emotion that goes into putting together a season such as this. And Mulivai Pula, 25 carries for 211 yards. Just an outstanding effort. What more can you say about this guy? The combination of power and speed unmatched in the state of Hawaii this season. And there he goes, one of the plays of the game for Kahuku.
And that was the 81-yard touchdown run, which broke the game wide open, making it 21-7 or 20-7 at the time. And Mulivai Pula, 81 of his 211 yards rushing. And Mulivai Pula is our stadium star player of the game, well deserved. in a game that saw 24,861 people file into Aloha Stadium to watch an outstanding football game between a pair of super football programs.
Well, I tell you what, if you live on the North Shore, don't plan on getting home anytime before midnight, because that road is going to be at a crawl, and people are going to be blaring their horns, and people are going to be wearing red, and they're going to be chanting the names of Mulivai, Pula, Johnathan, Mapu, Inoke, Funaki, and all the heroes of this football team. And again, take nothing away from St. Louis. Again, humble in victory and gracious in defeat. Cal Lee, a role model for young men everywhere, as is Siwaki Levi. And there you take a look at that trophy in the middle of the field. And there you see the sportsmanship between the St. Louis and Kahuku coaches as they embrace. And there's Coach Simones, who was the head coach for many years and came very close on several occasions, brought the team to a new level, and Levi has just kind of raised it up to an even higher level. And there's that beautiful Koa bowl.
You can see Coach Levi on the left of the bowl. He's about to give and embrace two of the great coaches. Cal Lee, perhaps one of, if not the greatest high school football coach, and maybe the man to the right, about to make his mark in Hawaii high school football.
Well, when you mention high school coaches, you got to look at Cal Lee and the great Larry Ginoza of Waianae fame as the two of the best ever. But Cal Lee, head and shoulders above the rest. He's leaving maybe he's losing, but he's not leaving a loser. He's a winner in everybody's book.
Always will be a champion. We say goodbye to Coach Cal Lee, and we also say goodbye to those of you watching at home. We want to thank everybody who have made this broadcast possible here in our 2001 Football State Championship game. I want to thank Coach Darren Hernandez for our broadcast in the second half. Thanks to spotter Jim Oshiro for his work here as the spotter. Also, big mahalo goes to our first half broadcasters who have brought you this game. And also, thanks to the cameramen and the hardworking people of the Jumbotron, as once again, the state championship heading back to the North Shore. For everybody here at Aloha Stadium, I'm Kevin Hashiro, reminding you once again the final score. Kahuku 21, St. Louis 14, in the 2001 Chevron State Football Championships. Good night from Aloha Stadium. This has been a presentation of the Jumbotron Television Network and the Aloha Stadium Stars Television Sports. Until next year, aloha and take care.
Yard line for the presentation of the championship and runner-up trophies. The Hawaii High School Athletic Association and Chevron wish to thank all participants, coaches, administrators, parents, and fans for your support of this state championship. Representing the title sponsor is Chevron's Public Affairs Manager Albert Chi, Retail Promotions Manager Rochelle Madden, and Retail Marketing Manager Ken Smith. Representing the Hawaii High School Athletic Association is Executive Director Keith Amemiya. At this time, Chevron Hawaii will present the most outstanding offensive and defensive players of the game. For the runner-up team, St. Louis Crusaders, the most outstanding offensive player is number 84, Jason Rivers. And the most outstanding defensive player for the Crusaders, number 56, Tau'alai Fonoti. The runner-up trophy is presented to the St. Louis Crusaders. St. Louis. Receiving the trophy for the Crusaders, number 56, Tau'alai Fonoti. For the championship team, Kahuku Red Raiders, the most outstanding offensive player is number 15, Inoke Funaki. The most outstanding defensive player for Kahuku is number 99, JT Mapu. And now the championship trophy presented by Chevron Hawaii. The 2001 Chevron State Football Championship Trophy goes to the Kahuku Red Raiders. Football fans, let's give a warm round of applause to these two fine teams for their outstanding seasons. On behalf of the Hawaii High School Athletic Association and Chevron, thank you for your attendance and support, and please drive home safely.